It's that magical time of year again. Time to start making your gifts and decorations for Christmas. And from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August, we have 4 days packed with festive makes. With the return of some favourites, such as Allison Maryon's alternative Christmas crackers, and a festive spin on Delphine Brooks' Highland Cow applique, and some new projects from Amber Makes, Sew with Beth and Helen Newton. So, don't miss the fun from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August on Freeview 72, Sky 670, YouTube, Facebook Live and the Sewing Street app.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433 and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay 1 postage and packaging. Happy shopping! If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us.
Hi there, my name's Allison Maryon and I'm thrilled to be joining the Sewing Street family. I live in Staffordshire where I run a couple of sewing groups and I have a passion for vintage sewing machines and also applique. I've stitched in some form for as long as I can remember, but I absolutely love teaching and helping people stretch their skills and hopefully demystifying some of the techniques that can be quite daunting for beginners. So I'm looking forward to meeting the team and getting into the studio. See you soon.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. I need a light bulb. I look really tired today, don't I? Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Day 2 of Christmas in August. I know it's jam-packed. Got a guest every single hour today, all 5 hours. Anyway, shall we do the first of our early birds? Right, now if you're watching yesterday, you'll have seen this now. I can tell you now, how many have got left, Kat? I've got 79. That's all I've got left. Of the hundreds I had yesterday, I've only got 79 of these left. Right, this is what it'll look like when it'll arrive. And you'll think, oh, that's lovely. It's a brown cardboard box. Excuse me. $22.99. However, slide it out. Look. It is this year's... Now, we haven't got a Sewing Street Advent calendar this year, simply because of timings and then COVID and the ship in the Suez Canal and all of that sort of thing. So we're doing this one for £22.99. Please go and see how much it is elsewhere. We found one yesterday. What's his name? G. Had it at £34.99. Other people had it at £29.99. We've got it for £22.99. Now, I'm not going to ruin another one because I opened it yesterday. But look, this is I love this because, look, when you get out the box, you see the 2 big doors open like this. Look. Look, 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 look. And then each of your 24 sewing-themed gifts are in a box. So now what you need to do is you need to keep these, because next year you could put your own things in here, couldn't you? It doesn't have to be sewing things really next year, does it? You could put like perfumey things, or you put sweeties or anything like that in them. But every single day for 24 days are all there in boxes. So look, if you just slide them out like this. Look. Oh, this is the only one I'm opening. I'm not opening any of the others, look. Isn't that lovely? Lovely little pin cushion there. That's in number 14. Now, when you get yours, you might think, oh, John's already told me number 14 is a pin cushion. I'll open that one first. It's up to you. It's totally and utterly up to you. Price comparison. Oh, we didn't have this one yesterday. $34.99. Oh, down from $49.99. Then we got one left. The shop we had yesterday, what was his name? Was it Francis G? In the East End of London. I can't remember now. Haberdashery's place. Anyway, his was $34.99 as well. And he had 20 left. But anyway, $22.99. But there's only 79 left. Oh, fewer than that now. Fewer than that now. Now, in each box, there is a sewing-related gift. Oh, also, remember, everybody who buys during this week gets one of these. Everybody who buys this week, while stocks last, but I know they've got thousands. Brand new. It was right busy yesterday. Oh, I can't tell you. Even with all the gremlins, it was right busy yesterday. So everyone will get one of those. Now, when you get it, do not throw this bit of cardboard away, because it has a gift on the other side, which you have to use by the end of January, and ignore the fact they've got the wrong channel on there. $22.99 will get you this. $22.99 will get you that lovely. I'll just roll my sleeves up because it's going to be one of those days today. Right, I'll do some messages while you're all checking out on this, because I want all these to go today. I want a different early bird tomorrow. Susan says, good morning, John and everyone. Lovely morning in Derbyshire. Oh, it's horrible here. It's chucking it down with rain. Pam Minnie Hardy says, good morning, lovely. Sue says, good morning, John, Alison and team. Cousin Susan says, greetings. Heidi says, it's a lovely sunny day in Skipton. Leslie says, morning all. Happy Christmas. Susan says, good morning. Suzanne says, good morning. Pam Minnie Hardy says, wow, that's a bright shirt. Is it too bright, Pam Minnie Honey? Morning, says Laurie. You real dear. So kind to everybody. Aww. Isabel says, good mini ig. I think that's supposed to be morning. Roxana says, good morning to you, John, and your festive guests. I know I'll open all of mine when it arrives like I did last year. I can't resist, says Susan. Naughty, says Lynn. Sorry, Butterfingers this morning. Good morning, John and team, says Isabel. Right. Are you coming through for this? Make sure you check out. Once you've checked out, that's your P&P paid for the whole day. I know. And we've got such a jam-packed day for you today, I can't tell you. And there's Yarn Lane as well. And Yarn Lane as well. Yarn Lane. Not free P&P. Same P&P. Same P&P. Same P&P. I'm just going to turn Kat up because I think she's lying back in her chair. £22.99. Anna. Come on, keep going through for these. I know hundreds of you came in yesterday and got them. Oh, yeah, and also if you leave any till tomorrow, different people watch on a Saturday. So they'll all go tomorrow if they don't all go today. Patsy says, morning, John and team. Loving the shirt. Lintuit says, morning, everyone. The weather has changed here. No rain yet. Pam Minnie Honey says, not too bright. It matches your personality. Thank you, Pam. Right, keep going through because each of those boxes has got a gift in it, a sewing-themed gift in it. Look, I love the way they all... I'm not going to open it, don't worry. I love the way they all just slot in. Oh, what's underneath? Oh, I didn't do this yesterday. Hang on, what's under here? Oh, look. Same picture, but in blue, look. I've got what, did you say? Oh. Well, they can go anywhere, can't they, really? Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't realise that. Sorry, we could be here for a while. Keep going through, keep checking out. About there, isn't it, number 11? I didn't realise when I pulled them out they had to make a different picture, just make the same picture. Pauline on my bottom. What's she saying? Morning, John, and all fantastic Merry Christmas from Pauline in Norfolk. Thank you, Pauline, my lovely. Oh, no, hang on. That's full dress. That must be there, mustn't it? Friday the 13th today. But don't let that frighten you. Oh, no, that doesn't go there, John. Well, no, hang on. Oh, no, hang on. That must go there, that one. Hang on, there must be one with a bow on it there. That must go in there. There we go. I'm with you now. Blimey. Do you? That one there. Hang on, there must be one with a bit of a mannequin on it then. Oh, no, maybe that goes up there. No. There's a bit of the sewing machine missing. No, they're little ones. That must go there. Yes. Oh, no, look. No. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. It's the one missing. I haven't got one with the mannequin on it, though. There you go, there you go, there you go. There it is, there it is, there it is. The mannequin's the same colour as the dress, that's what was throwing me. Anyway, keep going through, 22.99. Elizabeth says, morning lovely, husband's got his head in the freezer. Hairdryer in hand, getting rid of some ice. So, do you tell him to be careful? That's how, you be careful. That's Valerie Barlow. Remember, hairdryer, wet hair. I'm spending his money. Apparently he knows what he's doing, but let's wait and see. Oh, Elizabeth, I hope he's all right. More eggs says, morning, John. Going to be making Alison's Christmas crackers. I'm watching today. Right. Right, now I've got a second early bird now. Here it is. Elliot was fast asleep then, everybody. Elliot's very monosyllabic this morning. I'm not quite sure what's going on yet. Maybe he's not had enough coffee. One. Right, now, every hour, there's going to be a fat quarter bundle, right? This is the only one that goes to $9.99. The others are all $10.99, just so you know. Just so you know. Here it is. They're all on pre-order if you want them. I had loads yesterday. They're nice, these, aren't these? They're more natural, the ones I had yesterday. They're on calico. They're on calico, that's why. Oh, hang on. That's a bit of a swizz. Do you think that one's meant to be that? Who knows? Kat's going to check for us now. Open one of the other ones. What's the matter? $9.99 these are. You get 5 fat quarters, not even £2 each, look. Not even £2 each. What's the matter, Kat? 5 individual fat quarters, it says on the breakdown. Keep going through. I know, $9.99, £2 each, and they're on calico. Look. Which means, in theory, they should be bigger. Oh, indeed they are. Look, there you go. There's your fat quarter. I'm saying it's calico. It's more like natural seeded cotton than calico. $9.99 for 5 fat quarters. It's today's secondary early bird. The fat quarters, well, everything flew out yesterday, even with all the gremlins we had. Also, while I'm here, yesterday we had Rebecca Reed did her, not maternity, what's it called? Nativity. And that was it now. We didn't have any graphics or anything like that. And I felt we sold hundreds and hundreds of them. We should have sold more of them. I'm going to redo it tomorrow. If you missed out, I'm going to redo it tomorrow. Oh, 9 o'clock tomorrow. On the 9 o'clock hour tomorrow. Keep going through for these. Don't look at me. Thank you. Oh, I've just realised the bottle of what's it was on the table. Keep going through, though. Keep going through. Very, very popular. I know. Lovely fat quarters. 100% cotton from John Loudon. 5 of them you get for $9.99. So in the next hour, I've got some cream. No, I've got the same. Now, next hour is the same. Not the same, obviously. It's, oh, do you see what? I can see what they've done. So the next hour, I've got Christmas trees and holly. The hour after that, I've got green and gold. Ooh, they're gorgeous. And then the hour after that, oh no, I'm saying that in the wrong order. So, no, the next hour is the calico-y ones. Then the hour after that, in Allison Maryon's hour, they're red and gold. Then in Jane's second hour, they're green and gold. We haven't got any in Yarn Lane today. Oh, the other thing I've got to tell you while we're here, two things. One, there's a competition. You can't, don't email in today. What you have to do is you have to watch yesterday, today, tomorrow and Sunday. And on Sunday, whoever's in on Sunday, is that you, Kat? You have to email in on Sunday and name the 4 locations of where we've hidden the elf, right? We've got a slide to show you. We've hidden the elf all over the studio, right? You have to write in on Sunday to say the 4 different locations. So what you have to do is watch the set today and secretly assign somewhere is the elf. And then on Sunday you email in and you tell us where it was. I'm not giving you any clues. Could be anywhere on the set. Anywhere on the set. The other thing I've got to tell you is, just very quickly, it's got nothing to do with this show or anything. Yarn Lane, for about 4 days, got 30% off all yarn. That's just the balls of yarn, right? But 30% off all of them, but you need to put a code in. You need to put your code in. Look, yarn 30 is the code. Put the code in and you'll get, when is it until? Midnight on the 15th. That's 2 more today, tomorrow and the next day. You've got to do that. But only off the yarn, but it's 30% off whether you buy 4-ply, Aran, anything. Just go to the yarn on the website and you'll get 30% off. Okay. Right, the other fact, you'll see the other fat quarter bundles on pre-order. The others are going to 10, it's 10.99 the others are going to, isn't it? The others are going to 10.99. You can order them now. You can order whatever you want now if you've got to go out for the day, or if you just want to do your ordering now and then sit back and watch the show, you can do. But while I just clean that, let's have a look at the menu, shall we? Here's the menu. Right, coming up today on the show is Alternative Crackers with Allison Maryon. Maryon Allison, Mama Baby. She's all bedecked in her Christmas attire. So that hour we've also got, as well as the crackers, we've also got, got a picture of the crackers, haven't we? Oh, you're on your own? Okay. There you go. There's the alternative crackers. Got 4 different colourways. And they're lovely. Yeah, that one's only got 1 with it because we haven't made the other one yet. There they all are. Also in that hour, we've also got the wraparound cardigan. No. Crossover apron pattern with the additional Christmas pudding pocket template. Anyway, that's at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we've got Cross Stitch Guild with Jane Greenoff. Some exclusives, some lovely Christmas ones. Oh, in fact, I've got 2. There you go. They are the Quaker Christmas decorations. We've also got some Christmas red, green and gold and silver, Ada and linen and threads and everything you do. They sold out last Christmas. Got loads to show you. 10 o'clock, we've got Christmas gift box and Christmas chain with Allison Maryon. Here is the gift box. It's reversible. It's reversible. There you go. And then these are the Christmas chains. That we used to call those paper chains, but obviously they're not made of paper. They're made of fabric. They're what? Oh, no, they got black gaff tape. You can put yours up properly in your house. Sorry about that, everyone. Margaret says, good morning, everyone. Loving the shirt. Shelley says, morning, John. Home alone. Grandchildren and daughter gone off for the weekend. Surprised the elf isn't locked in a cupboard after yesterday. Oh, Sue, don't. It was a nightmare yesterday, wasn't it? Morning, John. Got the calendar yesterday. I love a good jigsaw. Thanks, Anne. Lynn says, bet you won't be taking them all out again. Oh, I know, it was fine. It was fine. Right. Okay, then the last hour, we go to Yarn Lane. Oh, no, we've got another Jane Greenoff. Then we go to Yarn Lane. Because we've got Claire Booker doing Christmas Knitty Critters Christmas. But they're called something else, aren't they? Oh, no, right, they should be Christmas Knitty Critters. That's what it's meant to be. Christmas Knitty Critters, what they're called. We've got a robin, we've got 2 gnomes, we've got a gingerbread man, a snowman, and a reindeer. All that coming up today. There are 3 ways you can get in touch. The first way is by sending an email. They go through to Kat, and she reads them out in my ear, studio@sewingstreet.com. You can send a message via the Facebook Live, which the ones I'm reading here. Kath says, morning, John. My calendar will be hidden by my husband when it arrives, and I can't peep. That's Facebook Live. And then you can also get to us via the website. Go to the website, www.sewingstreet.com. Click on Watch the Live. Oh, there's 2 Watch the Live show buttons there. Watch the Live show. And then you'll see there on the right-hand side, there is a send a message to studio. You can write Christmas. Right, if you scroll down the page, you will see everything that we've had so far. Today's bestseller so far is the Hemline Advent Calendar and the Early Bird Special there. Right, you'll see there's 2 columns. Today's show deals. Oh, now it looks like it's wobbling to me. Today's show deals are everything that you've seen so far. But if you click on pre-order, you will see everything that we've got for the next 4 hours. So there's your Allison Maryon. Christmas boxes. Oh, sorry, yeah, Christmas crackers kit, Christmas boxes. There's, you've got your canvas for your aprons. You've got your, now, those organza charms in a bag. Every time, just think of Alison's mum and dad who've had to sit and count all of those into a blooming organza bag, for goodness sake. They sell out before we even get to the show normally. Over half the stock's gone already. Then we're into Jane's first hour with your cross-stitching there. All lovely Christmas decorations. Some of them might move around when we come through the live show. There's some brand new Tim Holtz Christmas fabric. They are they are the fat quarters that are coming up during the show. There's 1 per hour. Then we've got the boxes. And the chain. Oh, there's the Christmas chains. There's the Christmas boxes. Reversible. And then we've got more. Cross stitch. What's the matter? Oh, the instructions on the road. But don't you need the cardboards for the box? Oh, yeah, you get the board in. Yeah. Then you've got more cross stitch guild. More that rose. Oh, now that rose. We're going to do that in the first hour because we think that's going to fly out. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look. It's on Ada. Now that one's actually stitched on Ada, just to show you how beautiful Ada is, as well as the linen. Okay, carry on going. I think, oh, there you go. That's a close up. Then there the rest of Jane's stuff. And then, of course, that's it. Oh, no, there's Alison. That's in the first hour. If you're looking for that apron in the first hour, it's right at the bottom there. Kat was just messing around earlier. Then, of course, we go to Yarn Lane when we've got the critters. You can go there. They're on pre-order now, are they, Yarn Lane? Yarn Lane is there already. Right, Sue says, I think it's... Oh, yes, I know. We have to do that. Don't look at the website if you don't want to know what's in the boxes. Sorry, Sue. Kate says, good morning, John and team. Camper van TV finally tuned in, and there you are, catching up in sunny Ludlow. Oh, well done. Right, shall we start then? We've done everything, haven't we? Alternative Christmas crackers. Now, we all got one of these last year from Allison Maryon, Allison. Now, what did you... Everyone had these really, really lovely gifts in, right? I got mints for old age pensioners in mine. I did get and I did get was something else in chocolate coin. Party popper. Anyway, look, so you can there's 2 colours in each box, right? So I'm going to start with this one here. The code for this one is PAA262. You get the gingerbread men, and you get the lovely holly on like a bluey grey. There you go. There's the 2 colourways for that one. $24.99. I'll open a box. Now, it's very unlike Allison Maryon, Allison not to bring me an open box.
Didn't have the fabric.
Didn't have the time. She said, didn't have the time for you, John Scott. Too busy running up a Christmas frock. Right, they are limited. I'll open one when I get to the end, right? Then the next one I've got is PJA227. And this one... Oh, this one's the most popular on pre-order. Okay, this one had the biggest quantity when we started. Fewer than 20 now. Fewer than 20. Claire says, Merry Christmas. Crazy Rain says, place my order so I'll get a badge to add to my collection. Jane says, morning, John. I love your shirt. New to Sewing Street and really enjoying it. Oh, welcome, Jane. Welcome. Right, so this one is XBA241. Now, you do get 2 colourways. You get this one, and you get one of the ones that... what colour is it in this one?
Green.
green.
Yeah.
You'll see Allison Maryon, Allison Mama Baby demoing with one of those. Right, so you do get 2 colours. Yeah, look, you can see on the picture on the web what the 2 colours are. It's on the no, on the back. Oh no, there. Sorry, there. On the back. It's on the back of your box, yeah. Then, last but not least, we've got this one. So this one's WXA 203. This one has that's a nice fabric, isn't it? Plus a blue, you'll see the blue one, pale blue. Hang on, I'll just show you on it. Thank you. Look, and then this is the second one here. There you go, that's the second one. I'm going to open one so you can see. Thank you. Oh, sorry. What you get inside. Now, on the box. Here, this box is already open, so I'll open this one. Right, so inside the box, you get your instructions. You get your 4 zips.
There's enough to make 4 bags.
There's enough to make 4 crackers in here. Oh, my word. So you get 4 zips, you get your 4 charms, and you get your fabric, you get your instructions. Oh, that's good value for money, isn't it? Right. $24.99. Bag of charms. Now, these aren't going to last. This is what it looks like when it arrives. This is what it... Oh, they're sold out. Don't even need to open them. Don't even need to open them. I'll give you those straight away to take home with you. Right, to your home. So that's it. I've got other things to show you this out, but we're going to get on with the making of this, and then I'll talk to you about the other things later. So, Allison Maryon, Allison, good morning. How are you?
Morning. Fine, thank you.
There's a great big mannequin between us. I can hardly see you. So now these are... Where'd the idea... Oh, hang on. What's this one?
Oh, that's just an idea of the things that you can put in it.
So,
so that would be on the table, and it would have your name on it.
Yeah.
John. It's not Senior Moments, that one.
Oh, it's not. I won't open it because that one's packed for somebody else. That one. All right,
but
then.
There's a joke. There's a party popper. There's a sweet and things like that.
So, but you don't get those obviously
No,
in your box.
no.
That's up to you. Because
Yeah.
you might want to. You might have a family tradition where you all have Christmas socks. You might want to put your Christmas socks in it, or something like that.
Well, we always did table presents as well.
Yes.
Little presents for the table just to
Yeah.
open when you finish your meal. But several years back, about 4 or 5 years back, there were only 6 of us for Christmas lunch, and we were all there pulling our crackers and everything. And at the end of the meal, I had this huge, great big bag of rubbish.
Yeah.
And I thought, this isn't right. So that's how they were born.
Oh.
So
What we
yeah,
should
they're
do-
recycling.
Let's get little Paul to write his rubbish jokes on bits of paper and sell those.
There is one in your.
Is there a rubbish
one
joke in there?
Yeah.
I won't look. All right. So where do we start? How do we? I'm just gonna get onto this.
Made crowns, hats as well, out of wrapping paper.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
it's a nice little project,
Yeah.
and you can get children to join in and things like that.
So where do we start with it? What do we do?
Well, you start off with your because there's plenty of fabric for 4,
Right.
and zips for 4, but there is a little extra fabric. So if you wanted to make 6, there would be enough.
But you need extra zips.
But you would need extra zips, and you have to put in your own wadding. It's
Right.
up to you what wadding you use. I just use the polyester wadding because that gives it enough body. So you start off, once you've cut out your pieces, it's handy to keep your wadding a little bit bigger and then quilt and then trim off afterwards,
Yeah.
because you're only quilting the outer bag. The lining, you don't actually quilt that one.
Right.
And I've got to give a shout out for Margaret Bentley, one of the Staffordshire Stitches lady, who did some of those bags for me.
Oh.
And it was lovely because she quilted them in ways that I wouldn't have thought of. I mean, she did the green star, she quilted it as a star. I mean, it was just lovely that she did them differently. Came up with different ideas. But that
There
one...
you go, that's that
is-
one then, the star
yeah.
one. There's fewer than 10 of these left. There's fewer than 10 of those now. Is what? If you want that colourway, it's less than 10 of those. Right.
So yeah, you've got your square and you're going to quilt it onto the top of your piece of wadding. This one here, if you want to try any of your embroidery stitches on your sewing machine, I thought that was quite nice. That's like a little snowflake kind of star there. But I'm going to do this one here. I mean, you could extend it further if you don't want to put the different colour inside.
Oh, yes.
If you wanted to use a plain one, if you wanted to use a plain one, you could extend them even further. So that's up to you when you get your fabric and you think, oh,
Oh,
get
Margaret's
more out of it.
messaging. Margaret Bentley, is that who did this?
It is, yeah.
She said,
Thank you,
morning, John and
Margaret.
Alison. Alison, we missed you last night.
Oh, yeah, we stayed over because of the M6.
Yes. Well, no, she wanted a night away from you lot. That's what she told me. But...
Yeah, so I've quilted this one. Look, Margaret, let me show her that
She's
one.
copied
I've copied
yours,
yours,
Margaret.
I liked it so much.
Oh.
And also it tells you to cut out a piece to make your little tag. So you just fold that in half and then half again. So, and this one I've zigzagged across the top. You can go along either side. It's entirely up to you. But they are such a really quick and lovely make. Right, I'm going to turn those round that way because although this fabric isn't directional because they go everywhere, these two are going to be on the front.
Right.
So we'll have those two going the right direction.
Okay.
The inside isn't so important because obviously you're not going to see that.
Green and red stars sold out.
So what you're going to do, we're going to sandwich our zip between our outer and our inner, the lining. So I'm going to place the top of the zip down onto the outside of the bag. And then
Is it
going
meant to be too big?
Yes, it makes it easier.
Okay.
Because you don't have to worry about your slider.
Right.
And you don't have to worry at the bottom here. Oh, this one doesn't actually have a little metal tag there.
Yeah.
Some have a metal tag and we're going to sew over it. So it takes away the risk. So yes, they're all slightly larger than you need and you're going to cut them off afterwards. So then we're going to place our lining. So what we're doing is once we've sewn, our zip is going to be like that.
Brilliant.
Okay, so if I just do that, I need to put the zipper foot on.
Oh,
I mean,
have you got one?
can, yep, found it.
Fabulous machine, 680 plus, back in stock on Tuesday.
Oh, is this what the surprise is?
Oh, is it supposed to be a surprise?
Well, you keep saying there was going to be a surprise. It's not much of a surprise now.
Yeah, 680 back in stock. I'm going to show Jane from Eleanor on Tuesday.
Right. Now, you can pin this if you want, but I'm just going to wing it because of time.
Okay, well, there's only 5 of those left anyway, the ones Alison's working with now. Somebody wants to know why I call you Mama Baby. It's because when we first started, I didn't know she was Allison Maryon or Marion Allison. So I used to say Allison Marion Allison. And, oh, that's like Mama, isn't it? And I was watching that programme at the time, which I can't say the first word. Something, no, you said it then. Something Creek, you see. And the character in that is known as Mama Bebe. She says Mama Bebe, like that, you see. So it just became a little thing. So she's now Allison Maryon Mama Bebe.
Right, there we go. So we've got that one there. Then we're going to do the same on this side. So we need our outer, make sure that you've got the top of the zip on the outside there, and then we're going to take the lining.
Lo says good morning, Alison.
Morning.
Lots of people coming in today. Oops.
There we go.
Right, the one you're working with is sold out. Okay, so now we're going to do the light blue, well, the light blue and gingerbread men, that one.
Right, you want to make sure that when you're doing this side, that's where, if you're not used to keeping the fabric back, you want to make sure that the stuff you've already sewn is out of the way of the zip.
Right. Double check on the website the pictures, the ones you're getting. Have you got your lenses yet, Alison, says Lo.
No, I haven't got my appointment yet until the beginning of September.
There you go.
So I'm really looking forward to that. So this is the lining. We've got that on the inside. As I say, you can do that clear if you want.
Right a little bit, Alison, for me.
To my right, that way.
Yeah.
Let's move that out of the way. That right or that right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So now we're going to make sure that we don't get the lining caught in the zip. We're actually going to sew that and top stitch around the outside edge. So I'll take the zipper foot off
Oh, yeah,
now.
put the normal one back on.
Yeah.
Jackie says, morning, Alison. I'm loving these
Morning.
alternative crackers. And we've got a question from Vivienne. I've purchased the alternative cracker kit, but if I wanted to make more than 4, what size zips would you recommend, please, from Vivienne?
I think this one's an 8-inch,
Yeah.
but you can get away with the 7. Some of the kits have 7 in. It just makes it easy to keep this out of the way
Yeah.
for while you're sewing, because if you have one the exact size, you're going to have to faff around with that there.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you've got some in, if you've got some 7
stash,
inch, 6 inch in your stash.
Look on the website, because we sell the Kerry Living in Loveliness at 7 inch, 8 inch, 9 inch.
Yeah,
strips
the
separately on
collections,
the
doesn't
website.
she? Yeah.
Georgina says, morning, Alison.
Morning. The other side. Make sure that that's pulled back away from the inside of the zip. I'm just running it along the edge of the teeth again with the standard foot on now.
Morag says, morning, Alison. Love it when you're on. Christmas hats would be a good idea.
Oh, thank you. There's some in. We could get John to put one on. Actually, there's one in the bag.
In the one in here.
Yes. Right. Okay. So we've done that. We've got our zip inserted. We're going to take the 2 fronts and put them right sides together and sew along the outside edge, and then we're going to take the 2 linings and sew along the outside edge.
I think you've put a fake one in this one.
No. Is it not working?
No.
Oh dear, reject.
No, it won't. I'm going red at the...
Oh, don't, in case it goes funny.
Yeah, it's a funny one, that one.
There you go. And it goes with your shirt.
She had in my family, it needs to be a little bit bigger, I'm afraid. It's more like a Christmas tiara, this one.
Let's have the joke now then.
So what?
Let's have the joke now then. It's
Joke.
just like Christmas Day.
Who delivers presents to baby sharks at Christmas? Who delivers presents to baby sharks at Christmas? Santa Jaws. They didn't get that. Do you know what I only said on the show
they
yesterday?
not?
I've never had a candy cane before.
Oh, haven't you?
Yeah.
You have now.
I have now. That'll do my sugar levels the world of good, won't it?
Right. So we've got both of the outside edges done. Now, at the bottom, we're going to open out and put our seam. I don't know whether we can see there. Our
Yeah,
seam.
look at that, not me.
Yeah, our seam is going to go along the centre of the zip. So that one's going to go there. And then we're going to pull the lining one in, and the seam's going to the centre of the zip. This is where I said if you've got a zip with a metal stopper at the bottom,
Yeah.
be very careful, because we're going to sew over this now. So if we pull that down, so that's flat. So we've got the zip in the middle, and we've got our seams in the middle, making sure it's at the bottom, and our zip pulls at the top. So
Where did you get this light bulb from?
This light bulb?
Shower gel. Shower
yeah.
gel.
Well, I did think that once it's finished, it would be
Nice
nice on the
decoration.
tree. Yes.
Because you can peel off the thing that says shower gel off.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go really slow now,
Okay.
because I'm getting to the teeth. And although I don't normally break a needle, if you're going to break a needle, it's going to be on TV, isn't it? So I'm going to reverse back just to reinforce it a little. There we go. And right away to the far edge.
I've only got these 2 colourways left, and there's less than 10 of each, just so you know.
And I'm just going to trim off the...
Ellen says, good morning, John and
Corners.
Alice from sunny Staffordshire
Morning.
moorlands. That must be near you, is it?
Oh, is that Ellen?
Ellen Poole it is. Jan says, good morning, John. Thank you for my birthday wishes yesterday. I've now joined the 60 club. Oh, Jan, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading getting to 60, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I got a few years yet.
You've got way few years more
Yes.
than me, yeah. Susie Duncan says,
I
morning, John and
wish.
Alison. Marion, I would love my alternative cracker to be full of fabric scraps. Oh, yeah, but they'd all have to be colour coordinated, wouldn't they, if they were Susie Duncan?
Right, I'm going to cut off the bottom of the zip now, so I've got my bitty scissors.
We've got the total Allison Maryon fan club in today. Morning all, can't wait to see the 24 new crackers I get for my advent calendar this year, says Becky Mutton. That's the daughter.
You sent back the old ones, I'm sure. Yeah, one year I did so many, because this was a lovely little project, because I do like little workshops for community places and things like
Oh.
that. And it's a lovely little project for people that don't really sew very much because it's only straight edges.
Yeah.
And I had so many. Becky ended up with them on a chain as her advent calendar. I just put a tag on with the number of the day.
Oh, that's nice. Well, the rate you're going, we'll have 20. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to check out on these. You need to check out Susie messaging Kat. Right, Kat says Allison Maryon bought cakes today, gluten-free and dairy-free.
Oh, that's really cruel.
And they're delicious. They're absolutely delicious.
Susie, don't take any notice of them.
Yeah. No, she has brought in gluten-free, and that was a lemon drizzle as well. We love it. Anyway, keep going.
Right, where was I? Now, we've got to bring the zip down, so because we need to be able to turn it through, and you can either slip stitch it just closed, because that we're going to need it closed to put in our little tag, else it'll move. So I'm going to do it on the sewing machine, but if you would prefer, you can just slip stitch it closed. It only just needs a couple.
Susie Duncan says, oh, I've failed.
I think your alternative crackers, Susie, should all be in Liberty.
Oh, they would be. And they would all be colour coordinated beyond anything,
Right, so now we've got the zip pull there. We're going to pull that down a little bit further because we need to be able to access that when we get through. So now the zip is going to be folded towards the lining. That's important.
You just need to move to your right a little bit, sorry. You're veering towards me.
Yeah, I seem along. Is that table moved?
Oh, it's because the table's been moved.
Because I know,
Yeah, you can stay there.
Yeah.
You stay there.
Normally we gauge it by the tech. That's better. Lovely.
There you go. There you can't.
That puts us in our place.
Getting a bit close.
Right, so the zip is folded towards the lining, and then your little tag is going to be placed with the main part of the tag inside the bag. So we will pin that there to hold it. And we're going to sew all the way along. You can see that we're on the opposite sides now to this one. So we're going to leave a little turning space, about 3 inches.
Is Joyce one of your ladies as well? Joyce Mycock. Great idea for Christmas Craft Club. Oh, maybe she's a different Christmas Craft Club.
Yeah.
Alison, I love your outfit and your nails.
Oh, thank you.
John, 60's only a number. Oh, I don't know. Been and gone, I'm afraid. This is the only one I've got left now. The gingerbread and holly one. And only a couple of minutes left because we're moving on to the next demo now.
Yeah, well, it's finished now. I'm just being very, very careful going over the zip again. So I've slowed down. Because we do have to go back and reinforce that, because obviously that's where all the pulling is going to be. So we go forward.
Maureen, I'm afraid the instructions aren't on their own, just in the kit, I'm afraid.
That's it, and then we're finished. Just got to turn it through.
And how many of these have got left? There are 6 of this one left, and that's it.
So I'm just trimming off the
Oh, and
corner.
way more than 6 people have got it in their baskets. That's
So
that
we've
one done.
got our hole we left there. Oh, I'll just take off the excess zip. And then the easiest way to turn them through, because you've left your zip open, is to go to the very far corner. Let's open the zip a bit further. Okay. There we are. And then all you've got to do is just slip stitch your turn closed. That there, where you've turned through, you just slip stitch that closed. You can do it by machine or by hand, and then it's advisable, once you've pushed out your corners, the corner that's right at the back there, right at the back, if you bring that forward and just slip stitch that in place, so that when you're taking things in and out, you're not bringing the lining with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So then we'll grab the corners.
Fantastic. We've got a message. What's the message, Kat? Cracker makes lovely way to gift Christmas presents for teenage grandson who only wants money from Santa with some other little goo.
Yeah.
From Jill. Goodies, I think that means.
There
from
we are.
Jill in Suffolk.
Done.
Brilliant. And then you take it back off after him, after you've taken the money out, just to get it back and re-gift it to someone else. Tilly says, morning, John. Looking very festive today. Love those little ideas for Christmas. Thank you, Tilly. Right, so that's all. They've all gone.
And you've all got your little charms as well to
Oh,
go
you got
on
your
the
charms,
zippers.
which sold out. Oh, you get charms.
No, you get
in the
charms
packing,
in them. You
but
get
the little
enough
bag
for 4.
of extra charms. Would all
Yeah.
come. Perfect. Right, so the next thing we're going to talk to you about is the cross-back apron pattern. It's a bundle we put together. Alison's put together for you. In the bag here are your instructions for your cross-back apron with a free applique pocket design. It goes from kiddies 20 to 33 inch chest, adult size 10 to 20, and this is what you get in the bag. Whoop. Always a favourite every time we bring it at this one. So you've got eggs. So this is not the Christmas version. This is your normal everyday version.
That's your baking bowl.
Your baking bowl there, which is here. No, that's not the baking bowl.
No, we haven't got that
We
one.
haven't got a
We've
baking
got the
bowl.
pudding out today.
So you get the pattern and you get the instructions, and this one's got the baking bowl on it here. However, in today's bundle, you also get a Christmas pocket applique plus Christmas pudding pocket details. So, we're not going to make the apron today. We've made the apron on several occasions. Kat will get you a date when we've done the apron before, but you're just
There's
going...
some dates on the front of the packet. With the
Oh, on the front of the packet.
yeah.
31st of October is
no,
one.
not on yours. It's not.
Where is it?
No, it's. the other one.
She's telling fibs.
I am, yes.
Anyway,
you also
what
get a
you
little
need
handmade button.
is you need a metre of 150 wide centimetre width fabric or 1.5 metres of 115 centimetres width fabric. Ideal for woven fabrics with a slight stretch will be okay. 7 metres of bias binding, width of your choice. That's for a grown-up one. Right, so we're going to... What? Oh, yeah, and you'll need some brown and cream. Well, actually, let me show you those now. I've got the brown and cream here. You buy it by the 1/2 metre. Brown first. That's for your Christmas pudding. Graphics coming in. 1/2 metre, you just need 1/2 metre at most. £3.49. Well, you could get several out of that, couldn't you, really? What does what? Where are you? Straight of grain. And the cream. And then when we've done the demo, I'll go through the cotton canvases I've got so you can make it out of. But we're not going to make the apron. We're just going to make the pocket in the next 10 minutes, aren't we?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, just very quickly.
Go on then.
So you get your 2 pieces, because if this was my Christmas pudding, this would be yellow because it would be custard
Oh, okay.
with a dollop of clotted cream on the top.
Both?
Yes.
You have both?
Yes, it's not Christmas without custard and clotted cream.
Okay.
Right, so we've got Bondaweb on this one. So
Yeah.
I've already done the cream on the bottom part of the actual pocket itself. So obviously that hasn't got any Bondaweb because that's going to be your actual pocket.
Right.
But I have done the overspill, the drippy bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now on the instructions it says to put the bias binding all the way around the outside, which you can, and on my original one I did. But on this one, what I did was I left an actual little edge along the top without Bondaweb and folded that over as a top, because I'm going to sew all the way around the outside edge without putting a bias binding here.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's done, added with Bondaweb and a zigzag. So for anyone that hasn't used Bondaweb, or do I call it that? Yes.
No, Bondaweb's fine.
Yeah.
Bondaweb's fine, 'cause that's what we sell.
Yeah.
We've
so
got it in the next show.
you've got the paper side and the glue side, and you draw your pattern on the paper side. Well, actually, depending. I know Delphine does it on the other side so that you don't have to reverse her
Yes,
pattern.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to get your iron and put the glue side down. And it's a lovely way of adhering fabric to fabric.
Yeah.
And then all you do is you cut around the outside edge, and it makes it nice and easy to cut as well because it stabilises the fabric. So anyway, I've done these, look, because to save time. So I've just cut these out. I haven't done them in solids. These are just little bits and pieces that I had around already.
Oh yeah, we've got some lovely fat quarters coming up and some lovely Christmas fabric coming up later as well.
Yeah, this is
From
some
Tim
of the
Holtz,
stuff
that's
that I
from
had
Tim
in,
Holtz, yeah.
in the boxes. Yeah, I'm going to demo with these ones. They're
Yeah.
lovely. So the bottom is the same as the top, but the top you do put Bonder web on because we're going to stick that actually down to the apron. So if I take the Bonder web off there and we'll put that in place.
Tilly says, oh no, not custard, it's got to be cream-coloured brandy sauce.
No, I don't like that.
Each to his own.
It got to be clotted cream, whatever, even if
Clotted
it's not.
cream.
Cornish clotted cream.
Of course.
Of course, the best. Right.
Right, that'll cause
Sorry.
a row now.
If there's anyone in Devon, sorry. So now we're going to just place that down. Obviously, you will have gauged this from where you're going to put your pocket on your apron. So you'll have got where you want your pocket to be, and then you'll gauge this because it's going to be, you're going to put a little bit down in underneath the pocket. So we'll just put that down now. Put that in place. I mean, some of the pockets that I've done, I've actually not used Bonder web. I've put a wadding underneath it, but I didn't think it was appropriate with the Christmas pudding, really.
No.
The burger one, the burger bun top had wadding underneath it, but because this is all one rather than two separate pieces, it didn't look right. So if we take this off, this is our pieces of holly for the top.
Rhiannon says, good morning, everybody. Carol says, morning, Alison. John and team,
Morning.
loving the demo.
Thank you.
Elliot says hello as well.
And then that goes there. And then we've got the berries. So on the one that I did over here, I did a little blanket stitch on that one.
All the way around the outside?
All the way around the outside edge, yeah. But on this one, I'm just going to do a zigzag. Whatever the zigzag is on the machine, I think it's a 3, 1.5.
Right.
It comes up at.
What, Elliot? Oh, Carol says, I say I don't like cream. Custard is okay, but I don't like Christmas pudding. Carol, Carol, neither do I.
Did you
Can't bear
notice I
Christmas
didn't bring
pudding.
mince pies today?
I can't eat mince pies.
No, that's why I didn't bring them,
Oh,
John.
thank you. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time for mince pies between now and Christmas.
I'm
though.
sure you will, yes. There we go, so we'll just
They've
put
got
those
beef
down.
suet in them, haven't they? Haven't they got suet
They
in them?
don't have to. You can put vegetables
Okay.
in it. I do make my own mincemeat, and it doesn't. It
Doesn't
has
have beef in it?
No,
Oh, I didn't know.
no. You can get vegetable suet. So there we are. What we need to do now is to make sure that the pocket doesn't slip as we're sewing around. So I would, if I was putting it on the apron, I would be now zigzagging along there, just to hold that in place. But because of time, we won't. So we're leaving about 2 centimetres in underneath.
And what's that represent? Kat would want hers to be glittery white fabric. So what would that represent, Kat? Sugar on top of the cream.
Oh!
Well, when Kat has a bowl of strawberries for her breakfast, she has a bowl of sugar with a few strawberries on the top. That's what she does.
Oh, well, I agree. I don't eat strawberries without sugar.
Oh. Pepper. You're lovely with pepper.
No.
Yeah.
Not tried that. That's different.
Yeah, change the subject. Question from Margaret. I missed the Cracker demo. How can I watch it, please? Oh, Margaret. Be on YouTube later on this morning.
Or last Christmas's, because it is a repeat. So I'm going to start at the top here, and I'm going to go all the way round, not stop, and I'm just going to go all the way round. So that is actually going to hold the pocket in place.
Perfect. While you're stitching around there, I'll just remind you about the pattern and the deal. So what you get is, you get two things in this. You get the cross back pattern apron, and there's a kiddie size 20 to 33 chest, and there's an adult size is 10 to 20. And in this one here, you also get the pocket is the breaking of the eggs into the bowl and whisking them up. That comes with it. But today, for $14.99 as well, included for the $14.99, is you get your Christmas pudding, templates, and your cream, custard, whatever you, white sauce, whatever. Oh, condensed milk with strawberry, says Maureen.
Oh, I've not tried that. I love condensed milk
yeah,
on toast.
Lovely, condensed milk. I think I may use this Christmas pudding cushion covers. Oh,
Yeah.
make this Christmas cushion,
Yeah.
Christmas cushion covers.
Or on bags.
Right, we've got another apron pattern here that Alison did. It's called Happy Families Apron. It's instructions for making your own bespoke chef apron with adjustable straps.
That isn't actually a pattern piece like the cross-back one.
Right,
It gives you information on how to measure
right.
and what points to measure so
Yeah.
that you have the right size for whoever you're making it for.
Thank you. 24th of May is the day it was on YouTube, or the way it will be, where you
Yeah.
look up YouTube. $4.99. $4.99. Viv says strawberries with a little balsamic vinegar. Sounds horrible, but it's delicious.
Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't tried it.
I always put balsamic vinegar on my roasted vegetables as well. That's nice. $4.99 that. Now, there's no pattern piece, as Alison just said. It's just how you adapt a piece of fabric
Yeah,
to do
it's
that.
instructions, yeah. Ah, my throat's just gone. But I think we've gone round far enough to be able to...
What's the matter?
The thread's broken.
Oh, honestly.
But you can see...
Yep.
Move that out of the way. You can see where we're going. I've nearly got there. So if that's pressed down and then you've got your pocket and it's been sewn in all at one.
Perfect.
Let's just...
Tilly's saying the only way my mum could get me to eat anything was put sugar on it. I still have to eat tomatoes with sugar on. Oh, they're delicious, tomatoes with sugar on.
Have you had a sugar sandwich?
Huh?
Have you ever had a sugar
Yeah,
sandwich?
my nan used to do those.
Oh, the texture.
Horrible. I love this pudding. Lots of different ideas other than apron too. What about placemats? Yeah, you can
Yes,
do placemats.
yeah.
Be lovely for Christmas.
There we go. So you would just carry on up around and then you would go round the outside of the holly and the berries.
Brilliant. Alison's back in an hour's time where we're doing the Christmas decorations up on the chains and the Christmas boxes, the reversible boxes. That's in an hour's time. Before we do that, I've just got to recap this. I'll tell you about the cotton canvases we've got available if you wanted to make an apron from them. I've got 4 different colours here, starting with ivory. So this is 60 inches wide, 55 inches wide, I think this, isn't it? Oh, I'll show you. Oh, yes, 60 inches wide. It's not a fat quarter. You buy the half metre, $3.99 for your half metre. It's what? Oh, 55 inches wide. There you go. So that's your ivory. Lucy says, good morning, all. I've missed you a few days playing telly catch-up, but so pleased to see you all again. Thank you. Next one. Cream next. There you go, that's the cream one. That looks like a calico. Navy is sold out already. Oh, yeah, and the June Taylor cut and presses are stuck on a boat somewhere, I'm afraid. Hopefully they'll be in very soon. Now, I've got this one here, which is GMLJ30. Charcoal. These canvases are lovely. Ideal for lots of things, but perfect for the apron. There are other colour canvases if you want reds or yellows or pinks or anything like that. We've got them on the website. And then the last one is CALJ17. Pewter, this one's called. Pewter. As I say, navy sold out. Could you turn the pudding into a turkey?
Watch this space.
Watch this space. My auntie used to make sugar sandwich every time we visited kids. Enjoy making the crackers, Alison. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your angel policy, please? Oh.
you can make them and sell them as long as you don't reproduce the pattern.
And when you're selling them, give them a nod. Say,
Yeah.
oh, they're Allison Maryon. I'll just tell you. They're Allison Maryon patterns. That's what you need to do. You make them, sell them, but they're Allison Maryon patterns.
Yeah.
And don't photocopy the pattern.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so coming up, I'll say Alison back in now doing the chains and the boxes. Coming up after the break, we have got Jane Greenoff with some beautiful cross-stitch guild projects. We will see you in 3 from now.
Hello, I'm Jane Greenoff and I'm stood in the barn here at Pink's Barn in Gloucestershire, England, which is where I live with my husband, and I stitch. I think I stitch in my sleep. I've certainly been stitching for over 30 years now, and by stitching I'm talking about counted cross stitch or counted embroidery in general terms. I also collect old samplers, and I've got one to show you here. Now, this smashing, it was actually stitched in 1796 by a little girl of 8 or 9, and it's absolutely charming. So I collect antiques, I love to draw and create antiques for the future, and look forward to seeing you all on Sewing Street sometime in the future.
It's that magical time of year again. Time to start making your gifts and decorations for Christmas. And from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August, we have 4 days packed with festive makes. With the return of some favourites, such as Allison Maryon's alternative Christmas crackers, and a festive spin on Delphine Brooks' Highland Cow applique, and some new projects from Amber Makes, Sew with Beth and Helen Newton. So, don't miss the fun from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August on Freeview 72, Sky 670, YouTube, Facebook Live and the Sewing Street app.
If you're a Sewing Street or Yarn Lane customer, no matter how many times you check out in one day, you will only pay 1 postage and packaging. So don't wait to add the item you want to your basket and check out. You will only pay 1 P&P even if you check out multiple times in one day.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
We know that shopping online can be a confusing and sometimes daunting task, and sometimes all you want to do is talk to a human being. Well, our family-run customer service team are on call 24/7. They're full of friendly, warm-hearted individuals, all trained to make your shopping experience as easy and as enjoyable as possible. And not only will they take your order, they will also help and guide you on your shopping journey, so you never miss out.
I was just explaining to Jane, I've had to move all the furniture in my bedroom, man, because the people next door built a gym in their garden, right? And the window from the gym looks straight into my bedroom. So if I jump out of bed and they're in the gym, they get to, because they don't shut the curtains, because I'm in the middle of the countryside with nothing out there, really. Anyway, so I've moved all my furniture around, and normally my feng shui says I should sleep east to west, right? And I've had to move my bed north to south, and it's taken a while to get used to it because I keep having funny dreams. Weird dreams.
Weird dreams.
Right, got to recap. Oh, yeah, recap the messages for today. Everyone who buys something will get a badge while stocks last. It's a brand new Christmas badge. There it is. Do not throw away the piece of cardboard that the badge is on, because there is a gift on the back which needs to be used by the end of January. 1 per customer, not 1 per order. Just so you know. So if you want 2, use your husband's or your friend's or your sister's account. There you get another badge that way. Right, okay. There is a competition. You don't have to do anything about it today. What you need to do is watch yesterday. Well, if you've not watched yesterday, you'll need to catch up on YouTube. Each day there is an elf. It's hidden somewhere on the set, very discreetly hidden. So if you, oh, not giving it away or anything. So on Sunday, what you need to do on Sunday when Vix is on, is you need to email in with all 4 locations. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then on Monday, we will, Rebecca Reed will announce the winner, and there'll be a mystery gift. Mystery gift because they don't know what it is yet. So that's that one. That's that one. There wasn't a third thing. Oh, yeah, 30% off Yarn Lane yarn, right? So if you buy any yarn from Yarn Lane between now and the 15th, oh, well, not the 15th, 23.59 on the 15th, use the code YARN30. Now, it's off any yarn, whether it be 4-ply, Aran, any of it, any yarn at all, whatever, you get 30% off. You just have to put in that code when you buy. Obviously, it's not kits or anything like that. And the critters we've got coming up today, it's not those. It's literally balls or hanks of wool. Right, yarn. Right, okay, we're going to start each hour with a fat quarter bundle. This is this fat quarter bundle. Goes to $10.99. You've already seen it on the website. Now, it's funny because they've put 2 the same in this one as well, look. No. $10.99. Assorted fat quarters. You get 5 of them for $10.99. Still brilliant. It's £2.20 each, isn't it? Now, there was a show deal one at $9.99 in the first hour. The others are on pre-order. They've got red glitter and green glitter, I think, coming up later. But they're the one. That's what this is there. Assorted Christmas fat quarter. They're like on calico or on seeded cotton or something like that. But they're lovely. They're John Loudon, and they're $10.99 for 5. Just add them to your order, because remember, if you've already bought something, that's your P&P paid for the whole day. So if you came in and bought the early bird, you don't have to pay another P&P, and that includes on Yarn Lane later. Okay, loads of those going. Lots gone on pre-order. Right, let's get on. Let's say hello to Jane Greenoff, first of all. Hello, Jane Greenoff, looking fabulous today.
Hi, everybody.
Isn't she looking gorgeous? Right, okay, now, before I start, I'm going to talk about these, before we do any stitching. These are 2 Christmas packs that have been put together especially for us. One on Ada, one on linen, right? Which would you like to do first? Linen first then, linen. What you get, well, Jane can tell us what you get in here, can't she? I'll open it up. Oh, actually, you open that one. So,
I have one and you have one.
I've got the Ada one, so you open the linen one there.
Okay,
She's not going to try and rip it.
I'm not ripping it. I know what's... Oh,
the scissors here, scissors in the...
Ah.
Oh, no, you keep picking up pinches. There you go,
There we go. Right, here we go. Here we go.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine.
Already there's less than 40 of these left, exclusive to Sewing Street. What it is there are linen fabrics and threads and patterns, aren't there, in there, charts in there.
It's just, look at this. I mean, I'm going goosey, look. You've got a red and a green, obviously.
Yeah.
For Christmas. And then this, can you actually see, if I jiggle this a bit, can you see the sparkle?
Yeah. Like a shimmer, isn't it?
It's like, some of you will know blending filament, the sort of stuff you mix with white to make snow glisten.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is what this is. It's not Lurex, it's a see-through polyester jobby.
Perfect.
There's a gold-plated needle, a hank of threads, and...
Upside down. Thank you.
One of these days I'll get this right. But we don't want to change the habits of a
No,
lifetime, do we?
exactly.
Right then, there we are. So there's some little tree decorations or whatever. You don't need those though. You've all got hundreds of Christmas patterns. But isn't that just delicious?
So it's a bumper pack. You get 3 pieces of all the linens. Oh, they're huge pieces of linen.
Well, they're great big chunks, look. Just so you can see.
And your needle, your gold-plated needle.
Look at that. really smashing. And I mean, if you look at, well, how many you could actually embroider things and make some of those
Just
crackers.
pull it through in front. Yeah, exactly. Look, oh, there you go. This is still there. Look, so you get all the threads, the 3 pieces of linen, and the chart for £24.99.
Isn't that lovely?
Beautiful.
And you've got the Ada version.
Okay, so that's the linen version. If you'd prefer an Ada version, then I've got it here.
Marvellous.
Ada's been more popular. Now, we've noticed the last couple of shows that Ada's been very, very popular. So again, you've got your red, you've got your green. Now, mine looks slightly different to yours. Mine looks like it's got a gold thread.
It's Lurex
It's
in
Lurex
yours.
thread running
so it's a
through it.
cotton Ada,
Yeah.
14 count, with a gold Lurex thread woven through.
Oh, that one's only £19.99. I think that might be a mistake.
No, I'm sure it's not.
Oh, is it not?
Well, linen's more expensive,
Well, yeah.
but isn't that tremendous?
Brilliant, because you get 3 big sheets of your Ada, you get your gold needle, and plated needle, and your threads, and your chart. So it's exactly the same things inside.
It's the same
You can
thing.
create the
Exactly.
same goodies inside.
Yes.
For £19.99.
Isn't it brilliant?
Sue says, morning Jane, looking forward to
Morning.
your designs. Just putting together patterns for cross-stitch nativity characters to make whilst I'm on holiday.
Very nice
She
too.
said, I've lost the pattern, so I'm having to redesign them. Oh dear.
Crikey.
Claire says, oh Jane, these are lovely.
They're nice, aren't they?
Message from Karen.
Well done.
Morning all, I love Jane. The question mark isn't a question, it's normally a smiley face. Those are going to make gorgeous Christmas gifts from Karen and
Yes, they are. And think how many cards you'd get out of all this if you were doing
yes.
cards.
Making little Christmas cards.
And tree decorations. We're going to talk about tree decorations in a minute. And let's face it, if you had bought any of these tree decorations, you better do more using these fabrics.
Exactly.
Would
so
you
you're going to have the
not?
patterns inside
You're gonna have the
tree
patterns already.
decoration kits we've got coming up.
So you better,
Exclusive to Sewing Street, remember? Exclusive to Sewing
Absolutely,
Street. It's whether you want the linen or do you want the Ada. This one here that we've got at the moment is the Ada. And the underneath on show deals will be the linen ones.
do you want me to throw that to me and I will open it for
because
you?
they're flying out, so don't need
Oh,
don't need to open that packet at all. She's desperate to open all the packets.
I
you
like
see.
opening packets. It's like presents.
Right, now the Ada one, if you've got in your basket, you now need to be careful because they're about to sell out.
Marvellous.
Very, very, very popular.
It's such a nice thing to have in August because you can't always get it now.
No,
You know what
no,
I mean?
exactly.
And if you're going to make a lot of things for Christmas, you've got to start next month,
course you
really.
have, yeah.
Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
Well, we're doing Christmas jumpers tomorrow. You know, knitting your own Christmas jumper. You have to, because if you're going to start knitting,
Yes, of course,
Exactly.
of course.
people multi-buying on this one, Kat says. Okay. Right, now we're moving on to something very, very special. Doesn't Jane look gorgeous? Blue is definitely her colour.
Thank you.
She's
Bless
had such
you.
a horrible morning as well, because round here, there's diversions galore, right? And if you don't put your sat-nav on your way, you think, oh, I know the way.
I know the way. I've learnt it now.
Yeah,
I can
well,
do
no.
it.
She ended up going back towards Stratford-upon-Avon. didn't you,
I
at some
mean,
one
I
point?
followed diversions carefully, but obviously it wasn't the right diversion by then. They hadn't taken some of the signs down, and then of course I knew the way. Of course, I knew the way. And then I'm thinking, right now the address of the studio is.
Oh no!
And my sat nav wouldn't go on, so I couldn't look back for the address.
Oh no!
And casting my mind back, you know.
Oh, no, it's not an easy one to remember
and
either.
you can't find it on the internet
No,
either
it's not on the
because
internet,
it's not
no.
on the website.
No, it's not on the website.
Anyway, in
nothing.
the end, I just put find Redditch in Google Maps.
Oh.
And once I got nearer, I knew where I was.
Exactly, but it's that. So many roads have been
They
closed.
closed
recently,
when they
yeah.
closed that road that I always use,
Yes.
and of course sent me miles away. Anyway, I made it and had breakfast.
Yes, because you come the same way as me, so
Yes,
I
yeah.
have to go a different way now.
yeah.
A message from Wendy very quickly, and then we'll get on with this.
Hi, Wendy.
It's a what? Oh, it's a picture. Here we go.
Oh, bless
Good morning, John and Jane.
you.
Attached, I hope, is a photograph of
Well
a needle case in
done.
Hardanger, which I did at a workshop some 30 years ago in Yorkshire. Oh, that's
It's
beautiful.
very, very nice. Well done, that girl. That's smashing.
Thank you, Wendy.
must be
That's
thrilled.
lovely. It's beautifully done. And 30 years ago. It's lasted well, hasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't
Right.
get any of mine out.
I'm excited about this. This is brand spanking new. It is a red rose, simply called a red rose. We've got Ada and linen.
And I'm going to move this to confuse everybody.
Exactly. So we're doing Ada first, right? You get your card with your threads on it, you get your needle, you get your Ada, and you get your chart and your instructions. It's $19.99. Now, obviously, you don't get the frame, but look at this in the frame. Isn't it lovely? So it's just stunning. The workmanship. I mean, just look. The way the colours all blend and everything. It's absolutely beautiful.
I have to...
Oh, okay, right. Already less than 20 available. Less than 20 available. So the one you've got there...
So this is stitched on the Ada.
Right.
Deliberately, because I know that as a general rule, I work on linen. I wear linen, you know, I'm perpetually crumpled. I like it very much. And I know that when I tell you that it's going to look just as beautiful on Ada, you may believe me, you may not.
Yeah.
So we stitched this one on, this is from A Rose in My Garden.
Oh.
I took a number of photographs of it and sort of, I'm going to say scribbled a face of it a bit, and then scratched my head somewhat to get the colours to work. And actually it looks three-dimensional, doesn't it?
Yes,
when you look
totally.
at it, you could put your hand under a petal,
Yes.
which you can't, obviously.
No.
So it's pure cross-stitch. There's nothing horrid in there. There is a lot of detail, and if I could have one of the kits, dear heart, don't mind which, I just want to
Well, I'll
show
check
the
you the
chart.
Ada as you've got
Yes,
the Ada there.
Right.
Yeah.
Lovely, thank you.
These are exclusive, remember, to Sewing Street. You can't get them anywhere else.
Absolutely not.
What are you looking for now?
Me other scissors. Bear with me. I've put them somewhere safe already. Oh, how
Use the
many
gold one.
okay.
Stop.
How
Oh, there
many
you-
pairs of pinking shears does
I know.
one need?
It's because we open the packet. We open the packet of pinking shears, and then you can't put them away, so they end up sitting on the table, and then another one comes, and someone else opens those.
Yes, of course. I just want to show you this. Look. I mean,
Oh, even the chart on its own is beautiful.
it
Isn't
just
it?
look at that. Now, look, goosebumps.
Yeah.
Sad, really.
No,
Now,
no, I think it's
the
brilliant.
other thing that I wanted to show you was you get both. There is a reason for this. You can see on here, there's a lot of similar reds. That's what makes it work. If you just did it as a block, you know, you'd end up with a red lolly. It just
Yes.
wouldn't look anything. And I think this would be very useful, particularly if you've not done lots of cross stitch. If you count from the middle, I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute, and count up to the rose face, colouring this in with a marker or something you might find really helpful. Also, don't resist the temptation to leave the back stitch to the last minute. It would be useful to back stitch some of these petals, because finding where you are will get more complicated.
Yeah.
It isn't complicated if you just do the back stitch when you've finished a bit and colour in some of the ones you work. So when the phone rings,
Yeah.
and then get the yellow in, the centre of the flower, then you'll find your way about a bit better, because that's a lot of dense stitching. As I said, it's cross-stitched, it's nothing sinister about it,
No.
but it is detailed.
There's only 9 of the Ada left. There's only 9 of the Ada left.
and there's
Exclusive to Sewing Street, member.
and there's the threads, and you can see why these have been pre-sorted. Look,
Yeah.
if you just
Oh,
look at
yeah,
those.
because
You'd
because
never
it-
sort the greens.
No.
And that's what makes it different. It's what makes it stand out, is mixing the colours like that, look.
Now, you wouldn't know that there was like a corally pink in there, would you, really? If you look closely at it, you wouldn't even know
you
that
wouldn't
was there.
realise. I have to tell you that yours truly sat there for some hours, because I transferred my drawing, I squared it off with a black pen, transferred that back stitch, effectively, to the screen, and then sat there with my shade card, colouring
And you
in
know
the
most
petals.
of the shades anyway.
I'm sad to say, yes, I know the numbers.
Yeah.
I know what colour my car is, you know.
Oh, no.
Isn't it sad? And then this is the Ada piece, look.
Okay.
Now this is 16 Ada, which is not difficult at all, it's just a little finer, and it was a very deliberate choice. When I was sorting this, I thought the flower would work better densely stitched.
Yes.
And I think I was right.
There's only
you know.
6 left now in the Ada.
Right. And obviously you get your detailed instructions from us.
Yes, you get a needle in there. Oh, Yes, you get a needle in there. It's wrapped in a little cellophane of its own.
Yes, you get a needle.
Right, there's only 5 of the Ada left, so let's now bring in the linen version, which I've got over here. Now, Jane, for people who don't know, what's the difference then between the Ada and the linen?
Okay, well, I'm going to put this here and ask the team to get in really close to this piece of fabric.
Do you want this one as well?
Actually, do you mind?
No,
I think it would be helpful.
I thought linen was more expensive. Why is this only $19.99 then?
I think that this must have been a special deal for you, darlings. Mustn't it?
There are 17 of the linen ones.
Now, bear with me. Here we go.
See how quickly they go.
Now, look. If we get nice and close, closer and closer and closer and closer and closer,
coming in now.
Yeah, well done, that man. Keep on coming, keep on coming, keep on coming.
Brilliant.
That is really helpful. Thank you. That'll do it nicely. Now, if you look at the top fabric, you can see there's individual squares. All that means is when the fabric was woven, there are 4 threads going one way and 4 threads going the other way. If you look at the bottom one, the squares are not so obvious. You've got 1 thread going in each direction. And I'm going to show you in a minute or at 11 exactly how you do that on linen.
Right.
I learnt on linen. I didn't know about Ada. I never heard of it. So when I learnt years ago, I learnt on, and of course I see this in squares, and I don't count really because I can see where I'm going. But that just takes practice.
So basically, if you're working on Ada, you're counting
the boxes,
the boxes.
Yes.
And if you're doing on linen, you're counting the threads.
And that's the important thing to remember. And as I said, I've got stuff here to show you how to negotiate your way around a small chart, but on linen.
Ada's sold out. Can I just ask then, what will be the difference in the finished article?
Nothing.
No difference at all. Same size, same everything.
Same size, same everything. Obviously, you'll see the Ada at the edge.
Yes.
It's lovely. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And if it was on the linen, you can see that's a slightly lighter, washed, unbleached. Can you see that?
Leave it there, let them come in and see it.
You see, it's a slightly more antique-y finish.
Yes, so the only difference will be is your background of your Ada will be creamier than your background of your
and we can see that these colours, I mean, when we choose fabrics, how I choose a fabric is the threads are pulled like this for the first person who's going to stitch it for me, and I lay these threads on my fabrics so that I can see which one's going to work.
Yeah.
And that works perfectly.
Oh no, totally, totally and utterly. $19.99. Now you've seen that the Ada one is completely and utterly sold out. There's 15 of the linen ones left. 15 of the linen ones left. Lo says he used to photocopy it in large charts for our mum to do cross stitch. That's nice. And Carol says good morning. All.
Morning, morning, morning.
Right, to keep going through for that, it's totally and utterly exclusive to Sewing Street. I've got a message from Karen very quickly.
Hi, Karen.
Good morning all. I started your kits in 1988-89 when posted to Colchester, but a new man came into my life 4 years ago, so I'm now a sewer. Oh, now, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're trying to say, Ken. I started your kits 88-89 when posted to Colchester.
Where's my glasses?
But a new man came into my life 4 years ago, so I'm no a sewer, thanks. Now a sewer.
Maybe you're
and there's another message then. Oops, thanks to John Scott and Sewing Street. Oh, I'm the new man. I'm the new man. I was thinking, right, if she's posted to Colchester, she must be in the army, because Colchester's an army town. I used to live there and work when I worked in the theatre, thinking, oh, she's met a lovely army man. How lucky she is. I think, you actually met me. But she knew cross stitch before she knew me, see. But she knew you first. So she followed you first and then me. Oh, thank you very much indeed. Right, what should we move on to now then? Because time is moving on.
I know.
Let's do some Christmas. Oh, which ones? The Quaker ones, yeah. These are brand new and totally exclusive to Sewing Street. We're very lucky to be able to get these, aren't we? So again, on Ada and linen.
Yes, either or.
They're beautiful, aren't they? We're going to start with Ada.
Thank you.
Again, or in pre-order, the Ada's more popular than the linen. What have you done with the scissors now?
I don't. It's a disappearing scissor. It's a disappear. Don't here it is. I can't see them. That's
it's
what
because you put them on a white bag. That's
yeah,
what
I know.
it is.
I know.
So now in this one's slightly different because you get something else in here. I can see something else like a woolly felt in here.
Right, so these, now, let me explain.
Yeah.
They say they're Quaker.
Yes.
And the reason they say that is because the Cross Stitch Guild has access to and permission to use the Quaker collection of samplers from Ackworth School up near Pontefract.
Right.
We've produced some designs for them which they sell to parents and old scholars, previous scholars,
Yeah,
not necessarily old scholars. These patterns have come from those Quaker samplers. Now I just turn over. You've got how to make there's a front cover, lovely picture of the front cover, all the instructions, some detail about it, plus this bit, which I'm going to talk to you about in a second. The threads are in hanks.
Right.
Because they're 2 colours. So it's
Right.
really
So you don't
simple.
need them separated.
You don't need.
because
You've got a thread card,
Right, so
and
you
it's
can
got the
separate.
Guild phone number on it and the website. So if there's a crisis and the cat gets your threads, you can give them a ring. And the felt is really just for the padding.
Oh,
that they're
okay. So it's
making
like a
up.
wadding.
Look, yes, it's a soft cotton wadding.
Yeah.
So these medallion shapes have all been done originally by a child at the Ackworth School.
Okay.
So they've got real history. They're lovely.
Beautiful, aren't they?
And very simple to stitch.
Yes.
Whether you're on linen or Ada, these are an absolutely classic first cross-stitch project.
Okay,
you
so
can't go wrong.
Have you cut the Ada already? Is the Ada folded or is it cut already?
Got already.
Oh, wow. So you could actually just take one on the go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then
Aren't they
charts
fun?
underneath there, they look quite simple.
Yes, look at that. You start in the centre of your fabric. So if I took this piece, look,
Yeah.
and did that, you wouldn't need to iron this or hem the edge. It does say in the instructions, with a bigger kit, you would certainly run a simple hem round the edge, but you won't need to because this could be done in an evening. There's your needle. And the middle is obvious in each case.
Yeah.
So the middle goes there.
Right. So you always start from the middle.
Unless specifically told otherwise. Occasionally when I do a band sampler, I'll get you to start at the top.
Oh, yes, of course.
But mostly you don't. Aren't they lovely?
Half the stock of the Ada's gone already. And we had loads of these because it's brand new, exclusive to Sewing
Yes,
Street.
absolutely.
Audrey says, "Hi Jane and John, I've joined the
Hi.
Cross Stitch Guild. Look forward to my magazine." So that's
Well done.
Audrey.
Well done, Audrey.
Well done,
Got a
Audrey.
bumper issue coming shortly, so you'll be thrilled with that.
Brilliant. Right, so now I'm going to introduce the linen one as well, which again is exactly the same, but you're getting squares of linen rather than your Ada. So again, it's that lovely, natural, beautiful, soft colour there.
Isn't it gorgeous?
$16.99. Was the other $16.99? I missed that bit. $16.99 for 3 decorations, and they're totally and utterly exclusive.
Absolutely.
To Sewing Street. No one else can. You can't get these anywhere else at the moment.
Nope. Nope.
Beautiful,
nope,
aren't they?
nope.
So you'll make your 3. Now the 3 you've got there on
Yes.
the photo, they're on linen, aren't they?
Let's have a look. Which ones have I got here? Yes. So they're like that one. But as I said, interestingly, I've just been found wanting.
Oh, what?
Well, this is actually worked on a slightly bigger linen,
Oh, okay.
which I hadn't realised. It isn't in the kit. It's all done on the
Yeah.
same. And then this is the one worked on the Ada fabric. So
Oh, okay.
you can see that because they're traditionally the samplers were done sometimes only in one colour, sometimes in 2, and they are just super. Just a plain back. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could use spare fabric that you've got at home in your stash to work it twice.
Right.
So if they're hanging on the tree and they turn,
Oh, yes.
they're quite
yes, yes,
heavy.
yes.
They don't tend to turn. Look.
No. Well, that lovely cord as well. It's going to
Yes,
stop
nice
it turning,
chunky
isn't it?
cord on the bottom.
Oh, the cat doesn't want hers on a tree. They're too good for the tree, she says. And the cat will get them. So there you go. Both are in the graphics at the moment. Both the linen ones here and the Ada ones there. They're absolutely flying out. So please, please, please be careful. Okay, sorry, there's a small queue on the phone lines. They will get to you. They are aware that you're there. They were warned it was Christmas today. Right. What? Three-sided tree bauble. I'm just going to go through these, then we'll do another. We've got a demo lined up for you for this hour as well. Three-sided tree bauble. This includes the chart, stranded cottons, 28. Now, this only comes in linen, this one. And stuffing is not included, it says on the front there. Again, you've got your thread. You've got a paler linen on this one. Your chart and everything. But that is so cute, isn't it? We've got the finished. Oh, it looks much bigger. It's bigger in real life.
It's a great
than I
big
thought.
one. Can you see if I turn it?
Yeah.
So what you're doing, in fact, is some of you will remember me talking about Assisi embroidery, and that's where you outline the. Let's take the tree, for instance. You outline the tree, and then the pattern is the background.
Okay. Sorry, I was so busy looking at it, I wasn't listening. It's lovely.
So can you see the trees being left empty?
Yes.
And then the reason it's only available on linen is we've got quite a lot of different stitches going on here.
Right.
It wouldn't be a first project. It's not hard.
No.
But I'd knock off a couple of these first.
Right, yes.
Sorry, carefully handcraft.
Yes, yeah. But so when we're saying it's not your first project, but don't be put off by it. It's not frightening.
No. There's quite a lot of different stitches in this, and it's lovely. Absolutely smashing.
Beautiful. Sharon says, I love these. I've just ordered them. We live in the next village to Ackworth, so we know the school well.
Oh.
There you go. So, Sharon, I thought you were in Barnsley. Is that Barnsley nearby? In Pontefract? West Yorkshire, South Yorkshire?
West Yorkshire.
And Sophia says, I adore cross-stitch. I've been doing it since I was 5 and I'm now 30. Was the first craft I ever tried. Now I cross-stitch, crochet and sew. Cross-stitch will always be my first love. Like you, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And did you say message? Question.
A message.
Can you dye the Ada with tea to make it look more antique from Beverley?
Yes, you can. What I suggest you do first, if it's quality Ada,
which
like
ours
ours,
is,
from Zweigarten Zwitzky, it has quite a lot of dressing in it. And what I'd suggest you did is you wash it first in whatever you normally hand wash, and get rid of some of that excess starch before you dunk it in tea.
So it will go softer then?
Oh yes, when you handle it, it goes softer.
Yes.
But if you wanted to dye it, I mean, I've dyed things after I've stitched them.
Oh.
I've dunked them in tea, having already finished the sewing, to age the whole thing.
Of course.
That's a bit nerve-wracking if you're not sure.
I'd be distraught after doing all those stitches.
Well, you need to know the colours fast. And the only thing you've got to be aware of, particularly at Christmas, is that the Christmas reds are notoriously difficult. They all are supposed to be colour fast. But with all the changes in the rules about dyeing, they have struggled.
Oh.
And so what I suggest you do, randomly, if you had a piece of stitching, for instance, one of these, and you did it in bright red and green, and you spilled something on it, I would go on the back of this with a white tissue that was wet.
Right.
And I'd press on the fabric really hard.
Right.
And if there's any colour on the tissue, you can't wash it. And I test that whenever I'm going to wash a piece of embroidery. Obviously, I don't wash antiques, but other things do get tired.
Of course, so over half the stock is gone. Over half the stock is gone. Can we have another swivel of it? Just so we can
Which
have a look
one?
at
This
again?
one?
I need to tell you though that the Quaker Ada, which I haven't got here, there's only 5 left. The Quaker Ada, there's only 5 left. People are multi-buying this bauble. No, Kat. Kat wants to do a whole tree in it now. Nothing else but those. She's just got her first house.
Yeah,
so
I know. She's enjoying it.
Oh, she knows about the Ivy dilemma and everything, Jane does. So poor old Jane's been bored stupid about cat stories this morning.
I'm never bored with cat stories.
Right, where are we going next then, quickly? I've got Christmas trimming, Christmas trimming, Christmas trimmings. Which one would you like to do
Choose a subject.
First? Oh, sorry. Right, I'm going to tell you that it's HOYWO1. I want the Christmas flower watt bow and the Christmas rose watt bow, please.
Here we go.
So you get both in here. This is a cute... $9.99, and also that would fit in an envelope. You could get that. You know, some of you might be still shielding or what's isolating. Not that my nephew does cross stitch. He's just had to isolate as well because he trained to be a pilot, and one of the people in his class has suddenly got it, so he's having to isolate. He's not happy at all. But anyway, you get both in here: the Christmas flower watt bow and the Christmas rose watt bow. There they are. There they are, and they're both in Jane's house. What's the matter now?
It's all right, I'm losing things today.
Yes, you are.
I am a losing person.
Anyway, there's a still of them there. So you get both. You get both in that kit. The Christmas tree. There you go. There you go. Both. Aren't they lovely? And so lovely packaging. You can just literally pop that in an envelope and send it to a loved one. So now in here, what do you get in this? Can I open this one or not?
Yes, and I've got them here just to show you.
Yeah.
Let me move
Oh,
those
yes.
out.
And put together with the same old elephant
That's
spits
the
she always
one.
puts them together with.
So can you see there? And there are beads in the kit. Excuse me. So you can put beads on the stitching, or you could put some on the tassel, look, at the bottom.
Oh, wow. Hang on, I will get in it eventually.
Don't worry. So
Oh, so not only are they wrapped, they're then individually wrapped inside there. So now, that's even better.
2 presents.
So 2 presents, a £5 each. Right, so in each one you get your linen, you get your thread, you get your beads, you get your needle, and you get your chart. You get both of those in it for £9.99. You get both. No, exactly. They'll think that was for £9.99, won't they? They'll think, oh, I have to buy her a better present now, she's bought me this. But you know what I mean? If you could either make it for somebody as a gift or send them that as a gift, you get both
And
for £9.99.
If I show you here,
Mm-hmm.
this is what your chart will look like.
Okay.
Right, so I've actually cut this out because I'm just going to show you with a paper version how these are made, you see. So it's 3 squares that are the same.
Right.
I cannot tell you how many we sold at the Festival of Quilts.
Oh, really?
We had them there, really almost as an afterthought because in August.
Yes.
But if you want to make tree decorations, now these can be made in an evening. I know this because I have.
Rightio.
So you've got your 3 pieces. You'd fold in
So
your.
you stitch it,
You stitch
all
it,
3 squares
all 3
on
together.
one piece of
Yes,
linen.
and in fact, I am just starting a new one, which doesn't exist yet.
All right, okay. All exclusive coming out now then.
This is completely never been seen,
Right,
and this is what I'm going to show you in a minute.
right.
So 3 little squares. To show you how to put them together, I've just cut out the design. Now somewhere, I'll find it in a minute. It's being lost this morning, it's
Yes.
thrown me. You would fold it in, like
Yeah.
so, and stick down that side.
Right,
And then you would fold this down that side
right.
and stitch it together.
Yeah,
Can you see that?
yeah.
And then that one goes there. Now, I will save this till 11 o'clock, where I find my one that I did specially
Okay,
to show you.
right.
Right. So that's those.
So
3
the
little
chart, the chart will be of 3 in a row, 3
Yes.
flowers in a row.
And
You
you
finish
fold
it
it.
off, and then you fold
Yes.
it the way you just showed, and
And
then
actually-
you stitch it together.
That's what I did at 4 o'clock this morning,
Because when she thought she had plenty of time,
before I knew I was going to be lost.
yes.
I sat at my desk and I folded this fabric like so, and I started with the dark red, dark green, and parked my needle. And then I drove here and got lost.
Yeah. Right, okay, so that's those 3. Do you know what we should, before we do the next kit, if we're talking about presents, I've got the needles here.
Oh, smashing.
And these would be perfect, wouldn't they, as gifts for people. I've got the one. So
Right.
now, if you're just somebody
Okay.
starting,
The one with the scissors was intended more for somebody who's being introduced to stitching.
okay, so we'll do that one first then.
So it's the perfect combination for somebody who's considering cross stitch as a hobby, all right? Because you've got a good pair of scissors with a point. They're sharp and they're excellent quality. And you've got 2 size 24 needles and 2 size 26.
Yours will be in focus when they arrive at your house. But now, $14.99, you can't get a decent pair of scissors, $14.99.
Well, it's very good, isn't it? And
Yeah.
the needles, as you know, we've talked about this before on
Yeah.
air, I know. We've had one person recently say she stripped a gold needle. And that's must be the first time for about 5 years.
And what happens if someone has bought one from you and the gold comes
Well,
off
we just
it?
replace it.
Yeah, there has to be one from you. Don't try fiddling now. She's a
Oh,
wily
yeah,
woman.
phew. absolutely.
She'll know if it
Been
turns
here a
up.
long time.
And you know, it's very difficult to strip the gold off it because the thickness of the gold is the same as the detonator on a British Army grenade detonator thing.
We know this.
We know this. So there's a lot of gold on there. Why do we know about grenades? Because when Jane went to have the first set done, they said, how thick do you want the gold? She went, well, I don't know. And they said to her, well, the British Army have this thickness of gold. She said, oh, if it's good enough for the British Army, it's good enough for my sewing ladies and gentlemen.
And I didn't know, when I made that decision, it was the best business decision I ever made.
Yeah.
Because there were no other gold-plated needles in the UK. And I was copied over a few years later. Big manufacturer got going, and out they came in a little card. And I read somewhere in a magazine, oh, these gold needles are rubbish. I just took the gold off straight away. But fortunately, the editor of the magazine put underneath, oh, yes, but you need to use Jane Greenoff.
Oh, that's good.
So actually, they shot themselves in the foot. Ours are actually wired so we know how much gold is on them.
Yeah.
And when they send me a batch, or rather Andrea now, obviously, to the Cross Stitch Guild headquarters, they have got some in a little sample bag, and they're always put through a machine that looks a bit like an X-ray machine, which measures the gold.
Wow.
So if we have a faulty batch, which
That's
has
right.
never happened yet, they can trace it to the batch that it was. So,
Perfect.
so we
Now-
know.
Go on, sorry. Now, I was going to say, for people who watch, because we have lots of new buyers or new viewers every day.
Sure.
Why do we need gold needles?
Well, I was introduced to them in America, and I thought they were an affectation and rather silly. And I was given 2 to try that evening, and I tried one and stripped the gold off immediately, well, within the hour.
Yeah.
And then tried the other one and thought, my word, this is lovely, this is very nice. And I was doing little French knots, and they were coming off, and it was all, okay, find out a bit more. And I've never looked back.
No.
So I park a thread. So I'm parked the dark green here.
Yeah.
Because I want to do some, then I'll reintroduce it. This will not mark the fabric, however long I've left it there.
Oh, wow.
I don't have that, you know, if you're unlucky, some people with nickel get nasty black sweaty fingers. Doesn't happen. And if I'm doing any knot stitches or stitches where the threads are going to be twisted, the coefficient of friction is less with gold, which means it slides through nicely.
Okay, yeah, fine. And also, for those of you new to it, you don't want a sharp needle, do you? When
No,
you're doing stitch, you're using a...
the set we've just looked at with the scissors in, they have 4 blunt needles.
Right.
Because when you're doing counted embroidery, you're not piercing the fabric, you're parting the threads or the Ada square. You want to go down where you want it to go. You don't want it to split threads. In the next set that John's going to show you, there is one sharp. There is one sharp.
Okay.
And that's because there are occasions, like in a minute, when you want to make up your watt bow, where you actually want to be able to do slip stitches. So there is a sharp with a big eye, and the curved needle is for when we've made a few very smart decorative boxes. I think some of you will remember the greenhouse that we did as a little box to keep, and that's very useful for making up 3-dimensional things.
I just need to interrupt there. I need to tell you that the Quaker Ada sold out.
Yes.
The triple-sided bauble sold out.
Right.
And I'm not sounding like a normal shop and telling, oh, it's so busy, so busy. It really is busy today. Now, somebody's just said, Leslie said, is there such a thing as a gold chenille needle?
The gold sharp in there is a chenille needle.
There you go. There you go. Leslie, it is in there. You have to buy the whole kit.
And I'm told by Sue Hawkins, who does crewel embroidery, that it squeaks.
It what?
Squeaks.
Okay, it squeaks.
Which she uses twill fabric for her surface embroidery, which is printed on. And she says that the gold-plated needles squeak when they go through the fabric.
Michelle says, good morning, I love hearing your
Morning,
stories. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Morning.
What a lovely gift this would be for somebody if you know they love cross-stitch. And they might think it's a bit excessive to go out and buy it for themselves. You know what I mean?
It certainly is a bit of a treat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy for me, isn't it? I sit there with boxes of them, and I just, you know, help myself to what I need. But as I said, I haven't used a nickel-plated needle for years. So
Now, also, for those of you who are new, we've got other things on the website that aren't just... I've got more today to show you, but in a minute, and we've got a demonstration of a cord to do yet as well. But if you want to see other projects, because only these are Christmassy, you might not want Christmas. I've got some non-Christmas ones coming up in Jane's next hour. But if you want to go to the website, all you do is you go to www.sewingstreet.com, click on, don't go watch live, you go to the search bar at the top there, and you type in Cross Stitch Guild, right? And then you click on it, see all. Come on, it's very slow. So there you go. So there are other. Now there's not many of any of these. They're all very, very limited from past shows. But if you want something that's a little bit different, I didn't know we had those magnetic needle holders left. They're brilliant.
And there's a nice Aquath sampler there.
There's a what?
From Aquath School in Pontefract.
Oh yes. Oh yes, yeah.
Top left.
Beautiful.
It just shows you those medallions I mentioned. And there's a box, second one in, where you use your curved needle. Exactly.
So there are lots and lots of bits. Look at that 5-star review there. So lots and lots and lots of gorgeousness on there. Go and have a look at it, because you might not want Christmassy things. You might want something else, or you want to buy somebody a Christmas present, but not to be a Christmas gift, a Christmas theme. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I just thought to show you that very quickly. I've got 2 more kits to show you, and then we'll do a demo on how to make the
which one's this time, Sweetness? Which ones have you got this time?
2. This one's Christmas holly and Christmas tree.
Which is these 2?
These 2. I'm not going to open this, but again, you get both of them in there.
And I'm going to hold them up in a second.
You get both of them in there for $9.99. And there they are, and Jane's holding them up for you. So you get beads in these as well to put your baubles on your Christmas tree or your holly. Now, those berries got beads on them as well, or not?
The holly berries, they're stitched.
But Jane's got them in her hand now for you to see. There they are. We're going to show you in a minute how to make the cord and the tassel.
I can see if I can do this. There we are, nearly level.
A message from Vanessa. Love the gold needles. I've even bought more of the sharp needles from the Guild for all hand stitching. I love them, from Vanessa in Gloucestershire.
Bless you. Thanks for that.
That's nice, isn't it? Okay, that's those 2. And then the other one I've got is called Victorian Holly Wreath and Victorian Tree Bauble.
And that's these 2, which has a slightly different colourway. Different green this time.
Oh, there they are. Got it. $9.99. Different colourway, though. They're more gentle, the colours there, aren't they? Oh, no, lots of messages about the needles. Jane's needles are the best and well worth the price. I've been using the same one for several years and it's still perfect, from Marilyn in South Gloucestershire.
Thank you, Marilyn. Well done.
Beautiful. So that you get both of those. There they are. You get both of those for $9.99. Both the kits, obviously, to make them. They're not going to arrive made up. Oh, sorry.
There
People multi-buying.
Well, they do look very pretty on the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's funny because at the Festival of Quilts, Andrea had bought a shop piece from Laura Ashley when it disappeared.
Yeah.
A piece of shop fitting, like a tree, but made of cream metal, I think. And she had the tree decorations on there, and people were just... we couldn't keep up with it.
A lot of people I know who were at Festival Quilts this year said they've had their best sales ever. Who was? Oh, Alice Caroline. Alice Caroline was saying.
Isn't it interesting?
Fewer tickets sold, but bigger sales.
Well, I think the people who decided to go went prepared to shop, and obviously haven't been able to shop for ages.
Yeah. And what a lot of them said was, normally you walk along like this going, oh, there's Jane Greenoff, oh, there's Alice Caroline, whereas you were able to go up and talk and chat. And lots of space.
Yes, obviously they want the footfall, but there's that happy medium. The other thing is that the aisles were very wide.
Yeah.
Because of the space issues, which meant that even if we had a lot, it would have been easier.
Yeah.
It's always a challenge because, there is this business where they can tell a person like me, say I was exhibiting, they could tell me that we're going to start early and finish later. We've reduced the number of people who are coming. And you think, well, why would I bother?
Yeah.
I've now got to be there at 8 and I'm not getting away till 7 and you're telling me half the number of people are coming. But actually what happened is we were very busy.
Yeah. which is brilliant. Right, we're going to do a demo now. So Kat will change the and tell me information during the thing. We're going to show you how to. What are we going to show?
Well, I thought I'd just quickly show.
Yeah.
With your assistance.
Yeah, of course. Do you need me now?
In a minute.
All right.
Visor on, please.
Yeah.
I don't want you breathing on me.
I'm not going to breathe on you. Don't worry.
I just thought this might be quite fun to show you some twisted cords because they're on everything, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, the twisted cords on there. Now, the ones here on the Aqua, they're obviously very thick, chunky ones.
Uh-huh.
And then on, let's take that one, for instance, the little red flower, that's obviously very fine. So these were made late last night. If I just show you them on a bit of a display going on here. Right, so these were made very simply using stranded cottons, so the embroidery threads that come in the packs. Mm-hmm. This one was made using 2 colours, the red and green, and this was the tool that I used. Now, I bet you if you search in the garage, you'll find one of these.
Oh, yeah. Or if you've got a neighbour like my John next door,
you'll have 2 or 3
definitely.
of them.
Just 2 questions before I come over.
Yes, absolutely.
Julia says, morning, John and Jane. I have a small collection of your projects. They are so relaxing to do and very beautiful. That's Julia.
Thank you, Julia.
Lauren said, missing you at the festival, Jane. I was there on Saturday, but I did treat myself to the flowered chicken.
Oh, bless you. Isn't he splendid?
And then Sharon said, we moved from Barnsley 1 mile down the road to Hemsworth. Oh, and that's the one near the school. Oh, right. Okay. So, am I coming over now?
You come over now.
I'm going in, everyone. Okay, the graphics are in for the Quaker in linen, but there's only 10 left. This is the nearest I've been to anybody for years.
Cop hold of that. Now, I want you to hang on.
What am I doing? Putting my finger in a hole?
Yeah, please. Put your finger... Right, OK. So what I've done, everybody,
I'll stand over here like this.
That's lovely. I've got a hook on my wall at home, which I use for this.
I'm the hook, am I?
You're a hook. Sometimes I've backed my chair up and I'm in the corridor down here, depending on how long it is. And this is a hand drill. Now, you don't need a hand drill. You can do this with a pencil. This is quicker.
Yeah.
So I've glued a cup hook in.
Right. So you can't use this as a drill anymore, though?
So I can't use this as a drill anymore.
Doesn't Bill need it for his work at home?
Julia, when my daughter was little and she said, why have you got Daddy's toolbox?
Oh.
And I said, your daddy is not allowed to use a shovel, screwdriver or electric drill under any circumstances.
He's a bit like my dad. My mum used to say, if my dad does DIY, it costs more because you have to get somebody to fix what he's done and to do the job.
Bill is a lovely pianist.
Yeah,
I said that very carefully.
So he can play the piano then?
He can play the piano.
Right,
we
so you
had
just
to play...
twisted.
And I twisted when I sort of think, you have to practice. If I leave go, you'll see that it's twisting without me trying.
Well, I haven't got to stay as the hook, have I?
You've got to be a hook, OK?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm folding it in half and I'm taking it off the hook with any help from my hook. He's got no blood supply to his fingers.
There you go, I'll just do
and
this.
I'm just leaving go.
Am I going or am I coming back?
You might have to come back.
I won't have to come back.
There's a twisted cord. Seconds it takes. So you have to tie the other
But how
end.
does it stay? I was going to say you tie it
You
at the
tie
end.
the other end, look. So I'm just going to do that and then we'll do one more quickly.
Oh.
No, don't worry.
I can come back, I don't mind.
So I'll do a tassel quick. This is very quick. Now, I mean, this is...
You're all right, you've got time, don't worry, you've got time.
Okay. This is the simplest tassel in the history of the world, all right? You can make, but I'm sure you've seen tie backs with tassels on with a bead and they're this big and they've got jewellery on them and whatever. This is a little one to go on the bottom of a tree at one of your decorations here. And what I did was I folded a piece of card, one of the thread cards actually, and I wound la 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 la, like so. And then I am going to just see if I can do this. I'm going to just see. This is one way of doing it. One way is to do what John and I've just done and actually make your tassel to where I've got it now, or will have in a second. Well, obviously, you never spit on the thread.
No.
Quite disgusting. enormous needle
Yeah.
because I want to get in amongst it. So holding the bottom firmly, go in the gap there. Come on, you brute.
So you're just going underneath it, are you?
Yeah, I'm just going in the middle now.
Yeah.
Like so. Whoops. Pull that through a bit. Cack-handed is what I am.
Uh-huh.
There we are. And then I'm going to cut the other end. Come on.
Not the best scissors for it.
Well, I'm not the best at making tassels, actually.
And now she tells us, I'll do a demonstration on tassels. I'm not very good at it.
Oh, fiddle-dee-dee.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Yeah.
Never beaten yet. There we go. Careful. Careful. There we are. Take that other one out. So at that point, sometimes I actually put that a bulldog clicker or something on the end there just to keep it.
Keep it all together.
Lose that odd one. Now let's just tie that really quickly and tightly. So that's now a sort of tassel. And then you're going to have a thread wrap round. Let's do a green thread. So when I made the red and green one, that's where I actually used 2 strands each of 2 colours, and obviously red and green's obvious at the moment, but it could be any colour you like. Right. I'm going to endeavour to wrap it tidily. John's just hoping this doesn't go too horribly wrong, I can tell.
No,
it's in his aha voice.
No.
This is not tidy.
You can trim it up afterwards, though.
Yes, exactly. Let's just pull that thread down. There, that's better.
Okay.
Take the needle through the back.
Or, of course, you can always just buy the tassel maker that's on the website.
Oh, you could buy the tassel maker. Silly old me.
It's on your desk, isn't it, Elliot? Or is that a pom-pom maker on your desk?
Oh, because there's pom-pom makers too. The point of this exercise here is actually you can make a moderately good tassel.
Quite easily.
Out of the threads left in your kit.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then trim it to suit. Whoops. So on a little tree decoration, you see, that would be fine.
Yeah. Cute.
So
Lovely.
Two done now. So the twisted cords, I don't know if we'll have we got time? Probably not.
No.
But I can always do one in the next hour.
Yeah.
So that one was made using 2 strands of the green. Now these threads here that I've got, you can't just go and get these. These are industrial quantities of Madeira stranded cotton.
But it's what you have in your kit.
But it's what's in the kit, and obviously we buy it. But you can use it in skeins, obviously. And if you keep your threads that you've left over from stitching, which I certainly do, they go in a box on their thread cards, and then sometimes they're made into tassels or cords.
Brilliant. Right, Jane's back in an hour's time with yet more kits. Oh, there's a really beautiful, what's that blue one called? The one that's on the board that they looked at the picture of.
Oh, Monet's Garden.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Monet's
Absolutely
Garden.
beautiful. Got some messages before we go on, do a recap. Right,
Yeah.
So I asked if you can use the chart of a linen picture on an Ada fabric.
The answer is yes and no, which is helpful of me. Yes, you can, but there are some charts that combine working over the squares, which is fine, but on the linen, they can also work over one thread. An example would be a very famous picture made by, I think it was Mirabilia. Some of you remember The Bride, something like this with a great train of, and we had a lady come to us at a show very distressed because she couldn't understand why she couldn't do the face and the hands. And it's because they were worked over one.
Oh,
and she'd worked it on Ada.
On Ada, which is already done for you. Isn't
Yes, so she couldn't get enough stitches in the gap to make the face look right.
But if you've got a holly wreath like you have,
yes,
you could do that that should be quite easy. Just
of course, it's there's nothing let me just check. There's nothing we've talked about today, apart from this.
Right, which way you do need your single strand.
You need your single strands.
Yeah.
Or you certainly need it to be on linen, not on even weave material, rather than Ada. But everything else works. So just check. A chart should say on it, not suitable for Ada if there's some mystery going on.
Did you have another question? Yeah, one more question, then we'll just do a recap. Good morning, I love watching the embroidery projects. Just want to say I use a battery hair twisting machine to do this, and it works beautifully.
Well done. Good
what,
idea.
You curl your hair with a battery in it?
I don't know. I've never had hair.
Don't know what that is, Lynn. Got no idea what that is. Oh, cats go on. Cats go on. Right. Do I need to do a recap very quickly then? Okay, what we'll do is keep checking out. When Jane comes back in the next hour, if there's any left of any of them, we'll bring them back then. Because I know I've got a couple of these left. So check out what you've got in your basket. Allison Maryon Allison are up after the break doing the chains and the boxes. Jane will be back in an hour's time with more. Now, there's no Christmas. Oh, no, there is. There's a robin.
Yes,
there's a robin in the next
Christmas
hour.
robin.
So there's some Christmas, but some non-Christmas in Jane's next hour. I'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
It's that magical time of year again. Time to start making your gifts and decorations for Christmas. And from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August, we have 4 days packed with festive makes. With the return of some favourites, such as Allison Maryon's alternative Christmas crackers, and a festive spin on Delphine Brooks' Highland Cow applique, and some new projects from Amber Makes, Sew with Beth and Helen Newton. So, don't miss the fun from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August on Freeview 72, Sky 670, YouTube, Facebook Live and the Sewing Street app.
Hello everyone, my name's Cara Ackerman and I'm absolutely delighted to be here at Sewing Street. I actually originated from Hertfordshire, then went down to Hampshire and then it ended up in the East Midlands. I've been in the East Midlands for about 40 years now, which seems crazy, but 36 of those I actually worked with DMC Creative World, which was wonderful. I really, really enjoyed that. And then I decided to go freelance, and that's how I got introduced to Sewing Street. I love doing anything to do with textiles, so embroidery, cross stitch, patchwork, done a bit of quilting, bag making, toy making, oh goodness, there's loads and loads of things. What I love doing is just trying something new, and I think one of the tips is don't be frightened of trying something new. You always learn from it, and you know, don't be scared of making mistakes either. We all learn from the mistakes that we make. little bit about me that you might not know and that's a bit of a surprise. I once went to the garden party down at Buckingham Palace, the Queen's Garden Party, for some work that I did with Marie Curie. I was so lucky to go there, and just a wonderful time. So I hope to see more of you on Sewing Street, and I hope to try lots of new crafts with you. So see you again soon. Bye-bye.
We know that shopping online can be a confusing and sometimes daunting task, and sometimes all you want to do is talk to a human being. Well, our family-run customer service team are on call 24/7. They're full of friendly, warm-hearted individuals, all trained to make your shopping experience as easy and as enjoyable as possible. And not only will they take your order, they will also help and guide you on your shopping journey, so you never miss out.
So much for you to see in this hour. Allison Maryon's back. But before we get on with Allison Maryon, we've got some fat quarters. Red and gold this time. Red and gold. So, Elliot, there's a message from Diana on Facebook which you need to read. It's all about colour balance and things like that. So, you get your red with your gold trees, your red with your gold... Oh, actually... Then you've got... That's lovely, like a gold lame. Then you've got your gold stars, and they go 5 different ones in this pack. £10.99. You get 5 fat quarters. If you're not sure what a fat quarter is, it's where they take a metre of fabric, they cut it in half down the middle, and then across the middle again to give you 4 pieces, and that will give you... Let me just take this off. That will give that 100% cotton. This one's been the most popular on pre-order so far. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas in August. We've got to get started. Oh, I don't have to fold that up now. There we go. There we go. Right. Keep checking out those. They're very handy for your chains if you want to do some chains in a minute. Right. So which one should I do? I'm going to go through all of the bundles first before we go and do some sewing, so you know what there is and what you can get and everything like that. And then we'll spend the rest of the hour doing sewing. Chains or boxes first? Boxes first. So, this is your Christmas Eve gift box, right? It's a what's that word? Reversible gift box. Starting with this colourway here, which is this one. So what you get is you get your 2 fabrics. Now, these are brand new fabrics today. These are beautiful, aren't they? So you've got your blue floral, blue poinsettia, your white poinsettia, and then in here you've got your collapsible templates ready to cut and use now, but you've also got your cardboard for your box in there, haven't you? There are 4 A4 sheets of board ready to make templates with your instructions to make the box, but you'll also need all this fabric here. So, and then there's different ways to fasten them up, but I'll talk about that in a second. So that will make, how many of those to make?
A single box.
Well, single box. But it's fully lined and reversible. You don't get my little star glow stick with it. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So that's that bundle. £27.99. And there's the finished sample. And there it is the other way around. Oh, it's flat packed. And there's the other way around. Thank you, Elliot. Elliot did that bow. Everybody wants you to know. He's very good at doing things like that. He's very light on his feet with things like that. Righty-ho. Next colourway. Okay, I've got this colourway next, which is your candy canes and your gifts and your stockings and your box. So these are, is this ½ metre fabric here you get? Lovely, isn't it?
2 half metres.
Oof, lovely, isn't it? ½ metre of your fabric there. Both fabrics, ½ metre of both. And these are Hoffman fabrics, these. Lovely, aren't they? Beautiful. So 2 ½ metres of fabric plus your template and plus your box. £27.99. Remember, this is reusable over and over and over and over and over and over again. And if you get given a gift within one of these boxes this Christmas, make sure next Christmas you use it to then send a gift to somebody else. We want these things to go to travel. You know what I mean? They're not just going to sit in the house. We want them to travel. It's like the June Taylor wine holders. We like those to go around to gifts and gifts and gifts. Right, and then the third bundle is this one here. This is lovely, this fabric. So you get 1/2 metre Tim Holtz, 1/2 metre, and your templates and box there, $27.99. To get 1 metre of Tim Holtz fabric, plus this, $27.99. This one's been the most popular on pre-order. Now, if you've got your own fabric colour scheme going on at home, you can buy this on its own. You can buy this on its own. You get the boards and the templates in there for one box. Graphics are playing up again. Uh-oh, this is how it started yesterday. There you go, $14.99. Half the stock of these went before we even came to this show. Half the stock has gone at $14.99. Oh, this is why Kat's not a presenter. If you want it, grab it. That's what she said. If you want it, grab it. That is her shopping mentality. So be careful. That's going to sell out. That's going to sell out. Now, very quickly, I've got some fabrics by the 1/2 metre. Is that right? Am I doing that right? Yeah. That you've not seen. So if you want to do it your own, or you just want the fabric for Christmas, or you want to do your own versions with the boxes, you can do. Would you like me to give you the codes? VLUIIO. Oh, this is Tim Holtz, isn't it lovely? That is beautiful. Okay, Tim Holtz should not be $6.99. Well, either $7.99 or $8.49 Tim Holtz. Christmas time in pine boughs in black. Now remember, you're getting it by the 1/2 metre. You're buying it off the bolt by the 1/2 metre. What's the matter, Kat? Not a fat quarter. You're buying it by the 1/2 metre. Oh, Christmas blouse. Kat's thinking now. Christmas quilt. Next one is... Oh, here you go. Next one is... This one hasn't got... I'll do that one. I'll do this one. This one's got a label. KLU132. Again, $6.99. $6.99. It's called Eclectic Elements. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm putting my own one in shot. I'm just looking for... Oh, found it. Right, okay, this one's called Christmas Time in Evergreen, floral with black. I'm going quickly because I know we've got lots to show you this hour, you see. That one's there. Then there's this one here, which is PQUI72. More Tim Holtz. I don't think I've seen a Christmas Tim Holtz before. You're buying it off the bolt, remember. By the 1/2 metre. Jolly Holly. This is Jolly Holly. Okay, now I don't know which the other fabrics are. They're the two that are in the bundle. I'll give you the code and you can tell me. XAU138 by the 1/2 metre. This is in the bundle, right? This is in one of the bundles, one of Alison's bundles. That's lovely, isn't it? Okay, now when Kat did her prep yesterday, when she was drunk with Hannah last night out for dinner, they were downing frozen margaritas, working out their rota, and she was prepping. It was $7.99 on the paperwork. She's got no idea why she's coming here today, and it says $6.99 because she would have questioned it last night if it was $6.99. Anyway, that's that one. And last but not least, in the Tim Holtz, this is my favourite. I love this one. Look, Winterberry, that's called. Winterberries. That's the last of the Tim Holtz there. Then in Alison's first bundle, you saw this, the poinsettias on blue, which is Camelot fabrics by the 1/2 metre. $6.99. It's all... Oh! It's Always Unicorn. We had It's Always Unicorn yesterday. We launched this fabric. We launched this range yesterday. $6.99 for half a metre. And you know what they've done? This one is $6.99 for half a metre. They've obviously checked that one in and just gone, $6.99, $6.99, $6.99. Right, and here's the white poinsettia. Okay, that's fine. Okay. It's Always Unicorn poinsettias on white. That's cute, isn't it? $6.99 again. I'm going fast because we've got so much to show you. Then I've got candy canes. Do you want the code? 131 at the end. That's not a song, I don't think. That's just the Candy Man, not the Candy Cane Man. Lovely. And then last but not least, I've got the icons. Number being EGU 148. There you go. Graphics are coming in. They go with that, they go with that, they go with that. There we go, keep myself organised. And we launched Gingerbread Lane yesterday as well. How weird. Okay, right. So that's the first project. Am I going to show the second project as well? Right, I love these because these bring me, they so take me, the first thing we used to do when we were little at Christmas was make your paper chains like this. These are fabric ones. So this one, I haven't got a code for the phone's ringing in the gallery. That never happens. Right, I've not got a code for the whole bundle, Cap. This is Gingerbread Men. Is he just ignoring the phone? Right, these are fat quarters, right? But they're big fat quarters, look. Oh, hang on. Right, these normally cost $19.99. So poor old Allison Maryon's instructions are free. Don't worry, she'll get paid. I'm worth that much. She's worth that much to us, there you go. So you get a fat quarter of the Gingerbread Men, a fat quarter of the biscuits. Oh, they're nice. Then they're bigger than fat quarters, really, aren't they? So you get a fat quarter men of the Gingerbread Men there. And then I'm not sure what those are supposed to be. Because we had one a bit like that yesterday. Oh, it's the roof of your gingerbread house. Because we're doing that, of course. $19.99. Oh, you've used that one already. Okay. We had a fabric yesterday called Happy Snowmen, which was the same shape as that. Then I've got this one here, which again, you pattern. Then you've got this one here in your red holly. More traditional colours. When I say red, I mean brick, rusty brick. So you get your holly, you get your snowflakes on green, and you get your little snowflakes on grey, and your reindeers on... I know what colour I call that normally, but I can't tell you on there. It's what?
Silver and gold.
Oh, silver and gold, silver and gold. I was more grey if baby's been poorly. That $19.99. And then the last one, now this one looks really interesting. I know I'm not folding it properly. The instructions are not available on their own, I'm afraid. That's nice, isn't it? So you've got your sagey green with your sprigs and your hearts and your berries. Then look at this splatter one. Oh, it's a snowstorm, that one, do you think? That's a snowstorm on the windscreen. Oh, what? They kept those well hidden, didn't they? Baubles, now they're like Delphine's baubles from her thing yesterday, aren't they? So then, and you get that, and then you get the pink one as well. $19.99. Right, I will interrupt every now and then to tell you about stock, and also, if Allison Maryon Allison uses anything that I have, like, snap fasteners, things like that, I'll shout out we've got them or not, all right? Box instructions on their own have sold out. Okay. That'll go there then. So what are we starting with? Box?
The box.
Right, go. Off you go then.
Well, this fabric is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yes, the Tim Holtz fabric.
But I love how this one, I don't know whether you've got it on your selvage, they explain that there is a mark in, it's not dirty. Because it's got
Winter berries. This fabric is designed to have a distressed appearance with printed
That's it.
imperfections.
Yeah.
Oh, so they don't send it back, yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't spilt my tea on it. That's the design.
Well,
But it is lovely.
okay.
Yeah, when I did the Easter baskets, the tied baskets, Ian said, could you not do something that would be all right for a Christmas Eve box or something? So that's where it came from. Yeah. And because we all have so much Christmas stuff, we want something really that you can go flat to store. And you can reverse them, so you can either clip them. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, put buttons and buttonholes, because the buttonholes could go on the
flap.
On the flap here.
But you'd be all right
So you
sewing
can have
through the... Would you be all right sewing through the card to put the button on?
Yeah, because to put the poppers on, you use like a bradawl.
Oh, okay.
And you would just make your
You're
holes
like
for your...
old-fashioned like me, Brad.
Yeah.
They call them
Well,
awls now, don't they?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's either that way, or then if you have it this way, you don't actually see the
Oh, because they're on the
triangular
inside.
bits.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
So it's up to you how you want to fold them. Or you could have them the opposite way round. And then the lid goes on the top. So obviously that's the base. So
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to make the lid.
But is it the same sort of thing for the base as well? The same idea?
Identical.
Yeah,
It's just that you've got a shorter piece that goes down the sides
Yeah.
rather than the tall piece.
side, yeah.
Now in your kit, you've got your board. I tried several boards. There was mount board that you use for photographs and mounting and things like that. But that was quite hard to cut with scissors. This is actually a pulp board that they use for beer mats.
Oh.
And it's nice and
how
easy
did
to
you, on
cut.
earth did you source that?
Oh, well, a little bit of research.
Yeah.
So the easiest way to cut it is with scissors, but
Right.
you can also... I've got a really old, am I allowed to say rubbish, rotary cutter that came with a kit years and years ago.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Years
Not
and
a
years
top
ago.
end.
No. And I keep my old rotary blades
Right.
because even though they don't cut fabric, they will still cut
Cardboard, yeah.
So, I mean, you can use your board. I've marked this one up already, but obviously you'd use your markings on here. So this is nice and easy to cut through. Oh, she says, as that slips.
Yeah.
So if you go through several times and then you get a nice straight edge. Am I allowed to use these scissors?
Yeah. And then just finish them off. If you could...
Well, you don't have to finish them off with scissors. You can go straight through with a rotary cutter, but it also cuts nice and easy.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about the board.
Brilliant.
So you can choose either way to cut that. So the first thing you do is you need to cut out your little template. I've given you a little template here with each of your kits, basically because it was easier to do that than try and explain how to work out to make your shape.
Right, okay.
So you've got that. So you're going to cut that out into your two pieces and you're going to draw around them in a minute. So this is your base one on the floor.
Yeah.
So that's the bit that goes on there.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And
like
this
the
is your
flaps,
lid. Yeah, that's going to go round there. So to get your shape, there's quite a bit of this left over, by the way. Once you do need 1/2 metre because
Right.
you can't get them both out of a fat quarter.
Oh, okay.
But there's a good bit left over. Right, I'm going to do this in blue. You wouldn't normally, but this is going to make it stand up. You can use a friction pen if you like, but I prefer chalk for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your lid down. I'm not going to waste too much fabric, so we'll go up here. And then
You
you'll-
can't hear that upstairs. I don't know
What
what
are
they're
they
doing. Yesterday and today.
It sounds
there's
like the Olympics, those ice things
Yes,
that they go
exactly.
round. And then you're going to put your card and you're going to leave about, it's not critical,
Yeah.
but you're going to leave about 1/8 of an inch, 2/8 of an inch in between. I'm going to place all those round the outside. You've got your 2 pieces of fabric right sides together. You can do this on one if you want, and then join them afterwards. So the first thing we're going to do, as I said, I'm going to use blue. We're doing it like this because obviously you don't want them butt right up because they've got to fold once you've got your stitches in.
So you're creating a sort of hinge with the little 1/8 of an inch, aren't you?
It helps if you have your chalk out. So I'm just going to draw all the way around the outside. Obviously I wouldn't normally use blue on this fabric. I would probably have a green or something, but it will show up on the screen while I'm doing it. So we're going to go all the way around the outside. Whoops. And you're not actually going to cut it out. We're going to sew it before we cut it out.
Yeah.
So if you cut it out after you've finished sewing, and then you don't have to worry too much whether you've got your pieces of fabric straight. So there we are, I'll take those off.
I think I might have done something to this wand.
You have, you've cracked it. It's a glow stick.
It's a glow stick.
Because he's such a star.
Well, I'm a rave. I'm not. It's. Oh, there's no presents in the box. There's just a glow stick.
There is a little.
Oh, there is a present.
There is
in
a
the
little
box.
package in there. Yes. So I'm going to do this with this. I'm going to take the template. This is, and then I'm going to draw. We're going to take it from the join where this corner is, and we're going to draw around, leaving again the 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw around there. Making sure that each one is going in the same direction. It's not a pair of pyjamas.
Oh, veggie mallows with some hand sanitizer. Which one do I eat first? Thank you. That's my little gift. Right, I'll carry on with the
last one. So yeah, you're making sure that these all go in the same direction.
Yeah.
Right, now we don't need these lines anymore. So you're not actually going to sew down those lines yet. What you're going to do is you're going to take your piece. Ooh, I'm lost without this.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely lost. There we go. So if I just hold this together, and you're going to leave one end open. So if we leave this end open, I'm going to put my pin there to remind me that that's the one I'm going to leave open. And then I'll just put the odd little pin, because it's not awfully critical, because it'll all stay together as you go round with it in your machine. I'll put one up there. And then as long as my thread doesn't break again.
Yes.
We're going to take this all the way round. So we want to start it. We're going to start it here, and I'm going to do a lock stitch. I don't know if you can see. Let me put it down here, look. Oh. Is that better?
We could, but it was fine. Go on. Where was it? Point.
Right here. I'm going to start here, because this one we're going to leave open. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go down there and go all the way round the outside edge.
Okay.
Until I get to this
on the
one
fabric.
here.
It's just the fabric.
No, but I did best press it first.
Okay.
Just to give it a little bit of stability. Yeah. So if I take that out, I just had that one in there to remind me that that's where I need to start. So I'll do, this machine's got a lock stitch, so I'll do a lock stitch, but as I say, if you haven't got that, you can just do a back stitch.
Yeah.
Because this is where you're going to be putting your board through, so you do need it to be... Does this one have where you... I'm sure it does one where you can actually set it so that your foot comes up at the end.
Yes. If I remember rightly... I know it's not machine,
not right there.
Not in front of it.
Got a bit
You want it up or down at the end?
Up, so that I can just turn it without that. It's all right.
Oh, you mean the foot?
Yeah.
No, there isn't one to
Oh,
the
right.
foot. It's, I think, with the needle.
I had a bit of a long stitch at the beginning, so perhaps there was something that went awry, and that's why the thread snapped. Yeah.
Is the bobbin definitely a Elna bobbin as well?
It's one of those red ones.
Oh no, it's this then. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Tim Holt's one of these is the most popular, which is the one we're working with.
You want to, if anything, you want to make sure that this is slightly bigger than what you've drawn. I mean, if you miss the line, it's not critical, but you don't want to make it a lot shorter because obviously we're going to put the pieces of board in.
Of course, yeah. So we're literally just going round the outside edge then?
Right the way around the outside edge, taking through all the points. So I'm halfway round now.
Yeah, that's fine. If you love it in the Elna 680, it's back in on Tuesday. Got a show with Jane from Elna on Tuesday.
So it's easier to do this while you've got your fabric in one piece because you don't want to worry then about your pieces of fabric moving and not cut. The corner missed there. There's something.
You're right.
Yeah, it's missed a stitch again, so I don't know.
What Jane did on Tuesday.
I was going to say perhaps it could do with a clean or something.
I think so.
They're used pretty well, aren't they?
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm at the end now, so I can take my pin out, and then when I get there, I'll do the lock stitch.
Lovely.
There we go. So I'll take the pins out.
Yeah, and this is where it's good to count them in and count them out. You can't see all the pins on that pattern fabric.
There we go. So I'm going to cut around the outside now. Where we've left it open, I'm going to leave that a bit longer, but we're going to cut around here about 1/4 inch.
Lovely.
A lot easier to do it this way.
Yeah, of course.
As I say, look, you get quite a lot left.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you've already done one out of that, have you? Oh.
Out of the stuff that was left from there. Because we don't like waste, do we? Right. Yeah, so there's a fair bit, look. It's a good...
Lots left over.
Yeah. Right, now I'm going to cut into the points.
Right.
And now I'm not going to do it with these scissors, I'm going to do it with my little snips. I'm going to cut right down into
the corners.
But you've got to be careful you don't actually cut the stitching.
Yeah.
Cut that one out. Right. So I've got my trusty little snips again. So we're going to cut down.
Yeah, we're right onto it.
Yeah, you're going to cut right down into the...
It's the corner.
Corner there.
Oh, Elliot's just noticed your nails.
They remind me a little of the ruby slippers on, what's the film? Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Oh, yeah.
It came in a kit. Mike got it, a Christmas kit, and there's green as well. And I said, when am I going to use green glitter
nail
varnish? I'm doing a Halloween show.
Oh, there you go.
Right,
you're not
now
coming as grot bags, are you? You're not
something like that.
Painted in green.
I'm just cutting away, because we're going to turn this through, I'm just cutting away a little bit of the bulk in here. As I say, you don't want to go too close to your stitching, but the more, because this is an inverted one you want to cut away as much as you possibly can safely. And then we'll take off the other corners. We'll go off there and across there. Oops. Lots of little bits with this one.
Yeah, make a mess on your carpet with this
Oh, you
one.
can tell what my sewing room's like.
Yeah, now, what was that picture on Facebook of like your conservatory with all your boxes
Yeah,
in?
the conservatory.
But why were all your boxes in there?
Because I've got nowhere else to put them at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Can't get in my conservatory. We've got a dining table and stuff in there, but no chance. Right, I will take a little bit off the top there because this is going to be folded inside when we finish, and that'll be our finished edge. So we'll cut that off and we're going to turn it inside out now. So the easiest way to do that is to go round methodically to each of the four corners. So go that way, and then we'll go out here and there, and then we'll go round that one and that one, last one. Right, when you're at home, you'll probably go round and spend a little bit more time taking out the points and things, because we're going to press that now. We need to press that so that that's nice and flat.
Yeah, yeah, because the corners won't automatically be flat until you get the iron on them, will they?
They come out quite easily though. Okay. It's not too bad. Press that one. There we go. Because we cut away quite a bit there, that's nice and flat. Right, what I will do, is I'll
turn your seam lances in.
Yeah. You can adjust them slightly when you're actually sewing them, but it helps just to have that piece of fabric turned over.
Okay.
As a guide when you start sewing over your finished edge. There we go. Right, now we're going to start putting in the board. So we start with the one furthest away from us.
Right.
I'm going to feed that in.
And that's why you leave such a wide gap as well, because you need to get into all the corners.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Well, and you've got the centre one.
Yes,
Your
of
centre
course,
one is the full width, so if you
Yeah.
take anything in there, you wouldn't get the centre one in.
Yeah.
So this is where you're going to need your zipper foot, because we're going to take the zipper foot and go along the edge
of the cardboard.
Of the cardboard. And also, if you've got, like this one, it's a light fabric and a dark fabric, you want to try and take a little bit of time and get the dark fabric behind the board, so that you don't, actually this you wouldn't see it, but so that you don't actually see the board.
Yes.
With the seam allowance of the dark fabric. So, this one. Long nails aren't always. There we go. Get in there. That's better.
Just changing the foot to a zipper foot. There you go.
Take that out of the way. Then I need to take the needle. So the needle's coming over to this side here. So I'll take it round that way. Now when we get to this point here, because my zipper foot, some machines have zipper feet that you can move from side to side, but this one you can't do that. So I've turned it round. So I'm going to actually sew from that point to there and then follow on with the card. Because this bit here is going to be where the piece of card there, that butts up against it.
Of course.
And then that's the fold for the
Derek says, Merry Christmas, Alison,
Merry Christmas, Derek.
Jane, Elliot and John. Where's Kat? You've missed off Kat.
Oh,
Sorry I'm late to the party, he says.
there we go. Now, I would normally leave long threads,
Right.
tie them off and then finish them. But I
Right.
haven't done a lock stitch because that tends to, that's taken a thread in there,
Yeah.
that tends to leave a mess underneath. So
Right,
I
of
like to
course.
tie them off and then bury them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take the next two, which are the two sides here.
How long, Alison, do you need to do your chain demonstration? Because I'm just checking the time. Don't want you to run.
5, 10 minutes
Oh,
at the
okay,
most.
that's fine, that's
because
fine.
most of it's prepped. I can
Yeah, no,
just talk
that's
about
fine. I
one
don't want to
through.
rush you, but I'm
Yeah.
enjoying watching this. And I don't
Yeah.
want you to suddenly go, oh, I forgot time to do my
Yeah.
chains. That's all.
No,
That's fine.
I mean, I won't finish off this one
No,
here.
That's fine.
So we've already done that stitching line there. So that now is going to fit into that outside edge.
Oh, yes, I see, yeah.
So now we're going to
Just go along there.
go along there. I'm going to start at this point here. Don't go in too far because obviously this is where your stitching's got to finish because that's the bit that we've left to fold in to finish off the side.
Derek's loving your Christmas frock.
Thank you, Derek.
And he says,
I
hello,
bet he's
Merry
got
Christmas,
loads
Kat.
of Christmas waistcoats.
Oh, I bet he has, yeah. Amanda says, hello, everyone. I'm sneakily watching at work. You mind you don't get caught, Amanda.
Right, so that one there. We'll take this one. Well, that one could do going in a bit further. Now, I've got the board here,
Uh-huh.
and because the zipper foot really needs to be on this side for here, I'm just feeling my way so that I miss the board, so the foot is actually running along the edge of the board.
Uh-huh.
That's it. So that's the main part done. There's bits that fold over, and then we've got the centre. Now it's possible, depending on your stitches, you may need to cut this down a little bit.
Bit snug.
Yes. So I won't use those ones, I'll use these ones.
Yeah.
So we'll take it down about 1/8 of an inch at a time.
Oh yeah, because if you go too small,
No.
it's going to wreck it, isn't it?
And then we'll go along the other side as well, because chances are, could be where the zipper foot sews, couldn't it? It
Yes.
might be different to my one at home. But as you can see, it's really easy to cut.
Yeah.
There we
There
go.
you go. And you want it to be a lovely snug fit.
You don't
like
want
this.
it to be too loose.
Yeah. Elliot asks, why can't you put the cardboard in the middle bit before you stitch in the flap ones?
Because you want to run your foot along the edge of the outside card.
Thank you. I tried shaking my head at him, but he wouldn't have anything into it.
No, but it's might be something someone's thinking.
Yeah, well,
Why
Elliot
didn't you do
thought
that
it.
first?
Yeah.
Because obviously then you would have to get your stitch in the
In the ditch.
ditch.
Thank you, he says. He appreciates your answer. Remember, everyone who buys during the Christmas thing, you all get a Christmas badge. What's it called? Christmas extravaganza in August. You all get a Sewing Street and Yarn Lane badge. Don't throw the cardboard away because it's got a little gift on the back and you have to use it by January.
There we go, and then we have our last piece in there.
Yeah, don't lose yours. You don't get another one.
And that's it done.
Oh, is that it?
That's it, because then you're just going to do this by hand.
Right.
I would tend to have the dark down there, and then fold the light over the board, and that makes it nice and easy for you to catch.
Right.
So if I'll pin that so you can see what's happening there. And then your poppers, or we did say earlier you could use buttons because you could put the buttonhole on the little flat piece. But are they
So you
are
use
they
these,
can
didn't
snap?
you did these prim
They're
colour
the-
snap spots.
Yeah, they're the easiest thing to use.
Okay, now remember, if you buy these, you also have to get the pliers to go with. This one here, you get 300 coloured snaps. There is a space for your pliers in here, but the pliers do not come with it. £32.99. Oh, cat, don't worry. No, it's fine. £32.99. You can see they're all in there. You get all the colours: pink, white, yellow, red, green, black, purple. Is there purple in there? No, look. White, yellow, orange, red, pink, pale blue, blue, green and black. And then the pliers, which I don't have here, show you a picture on the website. You can use them for lots of different things, but they're especially putting these on. There they are, Vario pliers, £12.99. Show you a picture now when it comes up. There it is.
There we go. So once you've got your snaps on,
Yeah.
and you've done your top there, it's all finished.
Oh!
So that's obviously the other way round, but if you want
of course,
to...
yeah. Question from Trudy.
Hi, Trudy.
Could you use the plastic stuff that stiffens the bottom of a bag?
I don't see why not.
You could, but I don't know if it'd be thick enough. I think it might be a bit flimsy.
Do you think?
I don't know. Might be. Try it and let us know,
Yeah.
Trudy. Try it.
I don't see why not, really.
Yeah.
There we go. I like it that way.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
classy, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just recap
that's the
those
box.
kits then. Hang on. Yeah, so this is the first kit here, which, as you can see, is, I'll just take my presents out. Blue on the inside, white on the outside. But you can change it round if you want to. Elliot's got pictures of that one. The ribbon, obviously, is extra. There it is. White, flat, blue. Simple. Graphics are on the way for that one. That's the poinsettia one. So what you get in your kit is you get your ½ metre of your blue, your ½ metre of your white, plus your cards with your instructions in and everything. £27.99. Beautiful. Then we could do the one that was just demonstrated, which is this one, Tim Holtz. So again, you get ½ metre, and your instructions. And also your cards are in there as well for one box. £27.99. And that, mate, this one here on the desk. There you go. Oh, these lovely, these veggie mallows. And then the third version. Oh, they taste so sweet.
You'll be on a sugar rush. What,
I
with your
will, all the
candy
things I've eaten
canes and-
today. Cake, candy cane. Oh, I'll drop now. Anyway. The instructions on their own have sold out. The fabric, the Tim Holtz fabrics are all underneath on show deals now by the ½ metre. Okay, so we're moving on now to the next demonstration. I won't eat any more sweets, I promise. These are your paper chains, but they're not paper, they're made of fabric.
Fabric chains. So if you want to do these, because didn't they always have horrible tasting glue? I can vividly remember the glue. So what you do is you bond 2 pieces of fabric together with Bondaweb or
Bondaweb, yeah,
something.
You've got Bondaweb.
Yep.
Now you
okay.
need 2 of these, don't you?
Yeah, because this is actually a fat quarter.
Right.
And with the fat quarter, I got almost 2.5 metres from it. But
They are big fat quarters, though. They're the ones off the panels.
No, that's the
normal one.
Loudon
Oh, yes.
fat quarter
Yeah.
pack. So
Yeah.
that was there. So that would have been about 2.5 metres.
Yeah.
But these are from the panels, and Amber Makes calls them fatter quarters.
That's
don't they?
right.
So I haven't finished this one, so I don't know
Don't
how
know how
many.
long
But
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be.
I've got a fair amount there, and that was only 2 widths of it. So basically, you're going to bond 2 together. So you put your Bondaweb down on one piece, on the back of one piece. when it's cold, peel off the paper and then put another piece of paper down, fabric down and press that. And then cut around the outside edge so that you don't have any where there's no bonder web. And then you're just gonna...
There you go, you need 2 of those.
So let's do it, I think it was this way. So we'll go, and then we're going to measure out. I'm going to use blue again, so that, because I've done this one, so, but I've done that one in the colours I would have used. So we're going to go, so we'll divide that up. I won't do
you've got the
whole
gingerbread
thing.
fat quarter pack there, haven't you? That you're
Yeah.
talking about? Been the most popular, that one.
So that's the length, and then we'll go along here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do a couple. Now you can, if you really want to, you don't have to sew it. I have, because I think when you're handling it, bonder web isn't a permanent fix.
Oh no,
is
no,
it?
definitely.
So although you have got your joiner at each end, the chances are they will come up.
Yeah.
So
well, especially if they go to the attic for a year and then come out again.
that's
and
it,
go to the
yeah.
attic and,
So what I've done, once you've done all your grid and marked it down, you're going to sew, oh, I want that in the middle now. That's it. You want to sew about 1/8 of an inch, 2/8 of an inch, all the way along. Let me unfast, yeah.
Either side of each line?
Either side of each line. And then either side of the line of the length as well.
Yeah.
So you end up, you've got a line of stitch in here, and then you'll have a line of stitch in here as well.
Yeah.
So I can show you this. I might have to redraw some of the lines. I don't know whether you can see that. Can you let me draw some, redrawing a line?
Half the stock of the traditional kit has gone. No, I'd say the traditional kit was this one here, the green with the holly and the reindeers.
I think that looks more moderish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you end up with
that green's a John Loudon fat quarter.
This is a John Loudon fat quarter. You've got some coming up next.
Yeah,
I think,
in the next
haven't you?
hour, yeah.
Yeah. So you end up with your big grid all over your sheet, and then you're going to do your 2 lines either side of your stitching. And then if you've got one of the cutters, that some of the rotary cutters come, you can get.
Oh, with the wavy edge. Now, for some reason, that wasn't in your hour, but it was in Delphine's yesterday, and she had no idea why. So they've obviously put it in yours in front of there. Yeah.
So then you can actually use that. So you're going to cut on your drawn line.
Yeah.
So which is in between your 2 rows of stitching. So I'm using pinking shears, but if you've got one of those rotary cutters, that would be brilliant.
They're available on the website.
I mean, you don't have to do it with a pinked edge if you don't want. They could.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
They could just be straight edge, like the original paper ones.
Oh, that's not a pack of 3. That's just one, is it? There you go. There you go. There. That one's got 3 different shapes on it. That's got pinking, wavy lines, and your one for paper cutting. Yeah.
So that would be perfect, wouldn't it?
£9.99. But you could use pinky shears.
Yep. So there we are. We've got this reversible one now. So we've got that. I love this one. I love this.
Nice, isn't it? Coming up in the next hour, these are.
And then it's up to you how you want to join it. You don't have to do it so that it comes undone. If you're happy to put that in a box.
Oh, yes. So it depends how you store your Christmas.
You can sew it.
Yeah.
Or you could just tack it and then snip the stitches at the end of Christmas.
What have you used then?
We've got hook and loop.
One touch fastening there, hook and loop. We got this, the white one, the sew on.
Or snaps, the plastic snaps. You've
Okay.
got those there. Or buttons. Now, anybody that's worried about buttonholes, You'd be expert at the end
Oh,
of this.
by the end of this. And also, the good thing about this, it's not like a blouse where you've got to get them all in a line. You're just going to do one time.
I mean,
So-
I did loads, and it didn't take me long at all
No.
with these automatic buttonholers.
Yeah, exactly. Well, once your button's in,
Yeah.
you do one, you do another, you do
That's
another,
it.
you do another. Right, there's a hook and loop tape, $1.99 by Core Bond.
There we go. So that's the 3 finishes.
Cool. And camera's not woken up yet. There you go, $1.99 hook and loop tape. You've got to sew that on. That's a sew on, not a stick on. Okay.
And your
The
snaps.
pinking shears, the graph's still got a little bit slow, I'm going to say. The pinking shears got a choice of 2. Some at an early bird price here.
And then it's up to you. I mean, you could get a nice little Christmas button or something.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, if you're putting them all together, do 2 of one colour and then 2 of the next one. Because if you do it one, then alternate them, you're going to see all of these ones would be green and all of those ones would be the fawny colour.
Oh, yes.
So you want to do 2 green, 2 fawn and 2 green
Yeah.
and so on. So that at least every other one is a different colour
Yes.
when you're looking at it.
There you go. You're looking at it like that.
Yeah.
You need to do 2 of each colour to make it look like that.
Yeah.
Perfect. There's your pinking shears. There, you get 2 pairs of scissors, a dressmaking and a pinking shears, saving £5, $9.99. Right, brilliant. Right, let's do a recap, shall we, of everything that we've had so far. Oh yeah, remember, this is Alison's going home now, so these will all be packed in the car in a minute. Mike will be back in a minute. They'll be packed in the car. He's had his breakfast. Oh, he'll have had to. Oh no, he hasn't got to check out the hotel. He's got another 10 minutes. He might be late.
Yeah, he might.
He'll be lounging in the hotel. Right, here we go then. So let's do the one that we were just demoing in. So this one here is your gingerbread one. The instructions are not available on their own, only in the kit. So, but they're basically free because these panels cost $19.99 anyway. So you got a fat quarter of the gingerbread animals. All the different Christmas motifs, I love those ginger biscuits, and the roof, the gingerbread roof. Was this made for this? Yeah. Anyway, just weird, isn't it, that they've done a roof? So that's those 4 fat quarters, plus your instructions, £19.99. Then I've got what we've been calling traditional, which is in the lead at the moment. So this one, you get a fatter quarter of the holly, a fatter quarter of the green snowflakes, the silver snowflakes, and the gold reindeers. $19.99. Again, that panel costs would cost $19.99 on its own. So you sort of get the instructions for free. And then finally, if you use snaps or hooks and loops, they can be used as napkin rings as well. That's
Yep.
from Trudy.
That's true.
Okay, then here we go. So this one here is, it's your snowstorm and a bit more snowstorm, your green leaves on olive, and then blue baubles or baubles on blue, and what's this called? Baubles on pink. Baubles on pink, £19.99. I nearly said the wrong thing then because Kat fed me the wrong words. Right, now remember, everybody who buys over the 4-day Christmas Spectacular will get one of these. And there's a gift on the back, so don't throw the cardboard away, but it has to be used by the end of January. Also, we have a competition where you've got to spot the elf. Don't send in messages today. No, they won't count. If you send them today, they don't count. You've got to send them in on Sunday with all 4 locations. So we need where it was yesterday, where it is today. It's not Alison, obviously. And then where it is tomorrow, when I'm on tomorrow, and where it is when Vic's on Sunday. Then you can enter your competition. And a winner will be chosen at random, and we'll get a mystery prize on Monday. Right, don't go anywhere, because Jane Greenoff is up after the break with yet more at Cross Stitch Guild. We'll see you in 3 from now.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
If you're a Sewing Street or Yarn Lane customer, no matter how many times you check out in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. So don't wait to add the item you want to your basket and check out. You will only pay one P&P even if you check out multiple times in one day. Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Hello, I'm Emma Bradford from the Swift Quilting Company. I've been a quilter for 25 years. I began sewing and quilting by hand, but now I offer long arm quilting services and I run patchwork and quilting classes. You can see me regularly on Sewing Street demonstrating patchwork techniques. My top tip is there is no right or wrong way, only the way that works for you. There is no such thing as the quilting police. Outside of quilting, I am a qualified botanist and I enjoy riding my motorbike around the country. I hope to see you soon on Sewing Street.
It's that magical time of year again. Time to start making your gifts and decorations for Christmas. And from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August, we have 4 days packed with festive makes. With the return of some favourites, such as Allison Maryon's alternative Christmas crackers, and a festive spin on Delphine Brooks' Highland Cow applique, and some new projects from Amber Makes, Sew with Beth and Helen Newton. So, don't miss the fun from Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 15th of August on Freeview 72, Sky 670, YouTube, Facebook Live and the Sewing Street app.
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street and Yarn Lane, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletters. For Sewing Street, head on over to www.sewingstreet.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and you're done. It's exactly the same for Yarn Lane. Head on over to www.yarnlane.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, type in your email address, click the envelope, and that's it. You are now subscribed to both Sewing Street's and Yarn Lane's email newsletters, so you'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again. We know that shopping online can be a confusing and sometimes daunting task, and sometimes all you want to do is talk to a human being. Well, our family-run customer service team are on call 24/7. They're full of friendly, warm-hearted individuals, all trained to make your shopping experience as easy and as enjoyable as possible. And not only will they take your order, they will also help and guide you on your shopping journey, so you never miss out.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
Jane's back. Before she is, I need to tell you about these. Lovely. Oh, these are different. For lovely fat quarters here. You just saw Allison Maryon working with these, look. So there was the green one you saw her working with that on the other side. The last pack of today, £10.99. This one is £10.99 because obviously you go to Yarn Lane in the next hour. £10.99, those lovely, beautiful fat quarters from John Loudon in the green and gold, those. They're nice, aren't they? I like those and the red ones. They are the most popular. If you're going to go Christmas, you go blingy, don't you? £10.99. Right, the other thing I need to tell you straight away whilst you're checking out on those, you know all those hundreds of advent calendars we had? There's 20 left. That's it. 20 left. Why are you furious? Yeah, they're supposed to be our early bed tomorrow. If you could buy all 20 of these, then it throws them into a dilemma then. $22.99. We got a picture of it, Elliot. If not, it's on the shelf behind Jane. The advent calendar. Okay, Jane's modelling it for you beautifully now. She's just bringing the camera around to the glamorous assistant. These are our cameras. $22.99. There you go, Jane. You're on. And also, where's the elf? Where's the elf today? Yeah, don't know where the elf is today. Right, I've got to give you some updates, right? Got to give you some updates on Jane's last hour. Quaker Christmas baubles on Ada, sold out. Quaker Christmas baubles on linen, sold out. The big three-sided bauble on its own, sold out. Very limited on the Christmas trimmings, which I'll show you again now. And we said the big start of this show was the Little Robin wreath pincushion on linen, sold out. Sold out. So we've had a fantastic show this morning. I've got more stuff here for you, but what I do need to... We did order a lot of these from Jane. There's some of these left, so I'm going to do the linen one first. In this bundle, totally and utterly exclusive to us, you do get a piece of red linen, a piece of green linen, and a piece of beautiful, I'd say, twinkle chiffon linen. You get your needle, your gold-plated needle. You get all your lovely threads, and you get a chart. £24.99. £24.99. And these aren't small. These are not small pieces of linen. Look. Green. Oh, I know, the red one's got the needle in it there. And then your twinkle chiffon one.
Twinkle chiffon will have to be its new name.
Twinkle chiffon, that's its new name.
Twinkle chiffon.
Takes me back. I did a show with Norman Wisdom called Jingle Jangle at the Shaw Theatre in London. And we had to make all the dancers, they had to be clouds, and all their dresses were made of twinkle chiffon. There you go.
There now.
There you go, going back a few years now. Norman Wisdom. And my friend Fiona was dressing Norman Wisdom, and he took quite a shine to her. I was dressing Bogdan Komanovsky. He didn't take a shine to me. No. Anyway, look, 3 pieces of linen, your gold needle, your thread, and your chart, $24.99. That's the... Right, that's linen, right? That's linen. I've also got it in Ada. I'm not going to open the Ada box. This one, again, you get the red, the green, and then this time you get gold lame.
Yeah.
Or lurex, did you say?
I think it's Lurex.
Lurex. Plus your threads, plus your needle, plus your chart. On Ada, $19.99. Ada on all projects has been really, really, really popular today. Message from Wendy before we move on. I've been stitching with Jane for over 20 years, own all of her books, and I've used the same gold needle for this time. Simply superb, from Wendy in Lancashire.
Well, thank you, Wendy. That's smashing.
Well, she's only
Bless
been
you.
stitching for about 4 though years, haven't you? Not 20 years. Oh, Wendy, thank you so much for that.
Thanks for
Right,
letting us know.
we shall start then with the robin. Now, I was
Which is
supposed to have
gone.
this. I did have this in both Ada and linen. I've only got the Ada left now. It's so cute, isn't it? It's such a cute little project. Little robin wreath pin cushion on Ada, $8.99. $8.99. Wrong. The real thing is on Jane's desk. Oh, there's a picture. And then you can see it in... Now there's some... Oh, that's the back. There's some single stitching in there, I see, on that robin. Let me just... Can we go back to the robin picture, Elliot? Is it not round the edge of the robin? Is that not single?
Just there, you mean?
Round the top of his head and down his back?
No,
Oh,
it's
is it
all,
not?
it's all over 2 threads of the fabric.
Oh, okay.
You've got a
Single
few French knots going on here, look.
Uh-huh.
And there on the berries.
So yours will look the same whether it's on Ada or it's on the linen. Comes out the same size, same... Linen has completely and utterly sold out. Well, not surprised at $8.99. How many of these have got left? Oh, there's only 10 of them left now. Multi-buyers, people are multi-buying. It's such a cute little piece, isn't it? At $8.99.
It's nice because you can use it as a pincushion, but of course it'd look lovely on a tree.
I know.
And actually, if you put a ribbon on it, I like door hangers.
Oh, yeah, I've got door hangers.
Yes, for Christmas. So, you know...
No, mine are there all year round.
Well, we've got Christmas ones.
Yeah.
I've got tassels on cupboard doors and
Oh, right.
things. But these, you know, that tied on a door with a bow would be lovely, wouldn't
lovely. I started off having door hangers when I lived in London and with bells on them.
Yes.
Just for security reasons. So if you were at the back of the house and someone accidentally came in through the front door or the other way around, you could hear the door go. And I took it with me to the countryside. So I don't need them, but I've got chimes on all the doors. Anyway, little robin wreath on
So
Ada.
sorry, little chap.
There's
sold
2
out.
left. There's 2, brand new.
Bless him.
Okay, I'm going to move on because there's 2 left and 25 people want it.
Oh.
So well done. Right, now I'm going to move on to, if you love your pin cushion, these are lovely. Love is all pin cushion. Linen. Started with the linen.
Which is what it's stitched on.
Oh, you've got that. And pardon, say it again? Oh, there's only 13 of these left. Exclusive to Sewing Street. Jane's got the finished thing on her desk. Oh, that's a picture of it there. My gift is small, but love is all. Ah.
There we are.
Elliot,
so I took that from a sample.
Identify with that one. Don't giggle.
Yes, I took that from a sampler. I thought it was lovely.
Oh.
It was originally done on one of the Aquworth samplers. The children used to work, or the scholars, I think we have to call them, used to work little pin keeps, and some of them were knitted. I brought one in to show you, hanging on a ribbon once before. That was tiny, antique one. And this was often used in one of those little medallions.
Oh.
So I did it differently this time with just some flowers.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yes, there's a single flower on the back, look.
That's beautiful.
That's
You see, that's the linen version. And how many have we got left, did you say? Oh, okay, it's locked in baskets. You need to check out on that one. I've also got it in Ada. It's exactly the same. Look, you're a bit creamier in your Ada. Look, you're a bit slightly creamier, but of course it's a different. You're counting the holes, not the threads, or the squares, not the threads. Exclusive to Sewing Street. My gift is small, but love is all. Designed by Jane Greenoff, this delightful design was inspired by an antique pincushion seen at an auction in 2020. Did you buy it?
No.
No.
I wish I had.
How much did it go for? Can you remember?
About £200.
Oh. That's not some of them.
No. I know.
That's quite cheap
ago.
compared to some of them, isn't
This
it?
was an Ackworth one, and I mean, I think, it would fetch much more now because they're so collectible. It's got a nice twisted cord round it, look.
Yeah.
Done in 2 colours and used to cover the join.
There you go.
So the twisted cord was made as we talked about this morning. Just using 3 strands of the 2 colours and enough to make a bow at the bottom.
There's enough thread in there to do all of that then?
Absolutely.
And yours will be the right way up, of course. So can we just, before we go on to the next one, can we just explain what the Ackworth School is? Or was?
Is.
Oh, is still? Is
Ackworth School has just celebrated its 250th anniversary, and it is a Quaker school, boarding and day school, girls and boys, from little to A-levels. And it has the Quaker philosophy, and things like all the scholars go into the chapel so many times a day, or the meeting hall, I think you call it, and there is 5 minutes silence. And I didn't think you could make teenagers be quiet. I've never managed to quieten one down yet. In fact, I still can't, and they're in their 30s and 40s. But they do actually just sit and quietly. And it's a wonderful environment.
The thing is, I think if they're at the school from the age of whatever, it's going to be part of your daily ritual. And how brilliant it must be.
It's a very nice place, you know. But for me, I got involved really because they had a collection of the samplers the girls and boys had done in the 1700s and 1800s. And they were dotted around the school. In the canteen, in the corridors, leaning against a door somewhere. And a lady called Jacqueline Holdsworth, who is a very keen embroiderer, she actually said to them, do you know how valuable they are? They should be under lock and key, or they should be in a case or something.
Or out of sunlight.
Yes, all those things. So that's what Ackworth School was. And that's what the Quaker... This isn't a Quaker pattern.
No.
But I just took the saying from a Quaker piece.
Oh, it's lovely. I thought you'd all closed down, so I didn't realise it was still going.
No.
So anyway, it's fascinating. Well, I suppose they've taken them all off the walls now, haven't
they? They're now in... Some are in the walls in the boardroom.
Yeah.
Lots of them are not framed, but are in a special display case. We have... I think on 2 occasions now we've taken a party of 40-odd Cross-Stitch Guild members and we've had lunch in the school. It has to be during school holidays.
Of course.
Because obviously you can't have a glass of wine when the children are there.
No.
And they've actually had the samplers out. I mean, I mentioned earlier that there was an Ackworth sampler on the website here.
Yes.
Now my version is so big. And that some of the ones that I've copied were so big, tiny, fine stitching.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Very beautiful, very beautiful.
Okay, so this is the one in Ada. Keep going through for that one. I'll keep that one to one side. There's only 20 left. 20 left those. Right. I want to move on to this because I think this is absolutely beautiful. It is called Monet's Garden Trio. And it's inspired by a visit to the famous garden. This exquisite project, purse, needlebook and watt bow are worked on a linen band and hand finished with charm embellishment. I'll let Jane explain what you can make and then I'll show you what's in the kit.
Right, well, I have been to Monet's Garden 4 times now and would like to go another 4 times. Different seasons. And it's outside Paris in a place called Giverny. And the garden is open from, I'm going to say April till October.
Well, under normal situations, I suppose it is. We
yes,
don't know.
yes, it has been open recently.
Okay, good.
And this was a project designed for a group we were taking there some years ago now. So there's a bag. There's a famous water lilies from Claude Monet's paintings.
Yeah.
And there is a pond.
Oh.
So this was taken from the pond. And it's a piece on linen band with some hardanger embroidery and the French knots for the Japanese bridge and a dragonfly charm. And then there's a needle book. The hollyhocks are very famous there. They must be 8 or 9 feet tall, some of these plants. And they're annuals, you know, they grow in the season.
Yeah.
And then here is a little alphabet with some of the flowers.
Tiny.
And it comes with blue scissors.
Hang on. Blue scissors, Elliot. Ta-da! You get all of that. You get those in the kit, don't you?
Yes, that's it.
What I love, you see now, would you love that as a gift? Do you know somebody who loves to cross stitch and they'd love that as a Christmas present? Or would you make it for somebody who does, maybe not cross stitch, but does sewing and just needs a little needle, a pad and a little purse and a pair of scissors?
There you are, it's all inside, look.
Right, okay, so I'm not supposed to do this, but here we go. Oh, can I open it? Well, you can't be careful with bags because they split. Because there's so much glue on the back, isn't there?
Do you want me to cut it?
Yes, please.
I'll just.
They're flying out, just to warn you. They're flying down to we're under 20, way under 20.
This is it is a lovely project. Now, I will just explain. This is not something you would tackle if you've never counted from a chart before.
Right.
If you've counted from a chart before, the instructions are very straightforward.
Right.
So let's look at the chart. So you've got the chart for the top, where the hinge of the bag. This is going to be the front of your piece. That's going to be that. That's the watt bow on three little squares.
Yeah.
And that's the front of the needle book. There's the key. So it's very straightforward at this point. Now this is the important bit here. You've obviously got the picture and you've got what I call our basic, this is the Cross Stitch Guild instructions. These are the ones that were, I can remember actually sending Ethan, our wonderful graphics guy, sending him the diagrams that he'd drawn for me in the past.
Yep.
Sending him the text and him ringing up and saying, how many pages this has got to be? And I said, well, I'd like it on 1A4. Oh, have fun with that, he said. Anyway, off he went. And he said, I don't want to cut anything out. It seems a shame. So it's quite small typeface, but everything you need's there.
Yeah.
Except for the hardanger, which comes here. Now, we have got the little hardanger book to mention to you in a minute if you want more detail, but this shows you step-by-step stages of doing this bit. If I go to here, you're going to make these boxes round the edge of this shape, and no threads at this point are cut or done anything to, so there's nothing to panic about. You go round the outside, and this is the one occasion where you can't guess or put a little initial or flower in if it doesn't match.
Right.
This time you've got to match it because you're going to go round in a minute and you're going to cut the insides of these boxes, and it shows you on the chart how to do that. There's a close-up of it done, and then how to make it up, how to make the watt bow, how to make the needle book, and the extra stitches you might need. So it's just a joy.
They're just the instructions. Let's have a look what you get fabric-wise in there as well.
So then this is the bundle of goodies. Obviously there's the scissors. That's your threads. Now, as you know, we pre-sort your threads so that you can actually see what you're doing. This is perlé thread here.
Right.
And this will be used for the detail in the centre of the hardanger.
Okay. Why is that different? Why do you need different?
Well, you're going to use, well, let me show you in here.
Yeah.
This is hand-dyed perlé thread, specifically for the use of making these box shapes.
Okay, we'll just have a look at the box shapes.
Yeah.
There we, thank you, Elliot. Yeah.
get that a bit closer for you.
Yeah, lovely.
So this blue is that.
Right.
There is a fine turquoise in here as well, which you can mix up if you want. But we wanted the water to show.
Right.
So you've got pale blue for the needle
yes.
weaving and the antique white perle for the 2 water lilies.
Uh-huh.
And you've got the button and
Yeah.
you've got the ribbon.
Oh.
And
There's the
then
water in the pond.
there's the water in the pond. So this is pure wool, hand-dyed felt by Oliver Twist, same as this thread in the bag.
Yeah.
And let me tip it out again.
Remember, it's only on linen, this one.
Yes, it is actually possible. I have seen hardanger done on Ada, but it's not the same.
Right.
So this time you have to count. You've got to be able to count to 4.
Right.
And the secret of hardanger is you count the threads, not the holes. And that is really important. If I say how many threads are in there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. How many holes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. Always count the threads.
Yeah.
There's your pre-sorted threads, as I mentioned. And then here, starting the other end. Now this is lovely. This is made for us by a firm in Wuppertal in Germany.
Uh-huh.
So these are woven this wide,
Okay.
and the eyelets are already in,
Yeah.
down there. There's the 2 gold needles. And then this is woven this wide.
Right.
So you can imagine on the loom, there's lots of them being done. And that's a piece of linen band. This time you've actually got self-embroidery already on the...
Oh, wow.
Can you see?
Where does that go?
That's... Now, just out of interest, I'm having to think. Where does that go?
Read the instructions, John. Maybe you'd know. Oh.
I don't know where that goes.
Okay.
Just a minute. Let me investigate.
To go on the needle book, do you think?
No, the needle book's got that one.
Oh.
Ah. Inside the needle book.
Inside the needle book.
I knew there was a
page
reason.
is inside the needle book.
Let me undo the little shell button. It's the lining of the needle book, look.
Oh, look. I mean, just attention to detail like that is so exquisite, isn't it?
It's nice. It's nice having nice things, isn't it?
Yes.
So this is, it is special. If you could imagine a coach load, what is the contents of a coach called? We call a cross stitch. It could have been a coven. We're not allowed to call
coven of cross stitches.
We're not allowed to call it a. Anyway, a lot of cross stitching ladies.
Yeah.
You have to present them with a project when they've spent a fortune and they're on a coach and away for 10 days, and you hope that they're going to like it, don't you?
Yes, yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, so and you also needed to keep them quiet for quite a while.
Oh.
And this did.
Well, yeah, this is the equivalent of the kids sitting quietly for 5 minutes in the classroom or in the meeting hall.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Because
that's
you can't
the...
chatter. Now, for somebody, I know you're saying this isn't for a beginner, but you know the threads on the card?
Yes.
You don't use the thread in that thickness, do you?
No, I'll show you. So what you can do with this is just suppose, I'll put this back on so this can still be put back together. If I turn that to the back and I go to one of those loops, I can take one strand like so.
Uh-huh.
And that one's going to be folded in half, like that, and used for the cross stitch.
Right.
So you've still got the threads sorted, you've still got it all with the right number next to it, and you can sew with that.
Perfect.
If I pop that back on there now,
Yes,
so
you
it's not
wouldn't mind
missing.
now. Oh, now somebody gets one. If yours arrives and it's got one blue thread on its own.
It was this one.
Touched by Dame Jane Greenoff. Dame Jane.
Dame Jane.
It's beautiful, isn't
Old
it? So it's
bag.
£38.99. Within the kit, you get everything you need for everything. You don't need to buy anything else whatsoever, do you? Everything you get for the purse, for the needle case, for the Watbo, and the blue scissors. And you get the blue
Beautiful steel
scissors.
scissors. Yeah, beautiful steel scissors.
Message for you from Pat. Please tell
Hello,
Jane
Pat.
she's costing me a fortune this morning.
I'm jolly glad to hear it. I have to tell you that for my birthday, Bill took me to Sarah Raven's garden down in Perch Hill. And I didn't buy anything. And then I saw her new book and she was signing them.
Oh.
So there I was in the queue. And I said to her, "You've cost me a fortune." And she's written in my book, "I am sorry I have cost you so many pounds." About that big.
pound sign.
A big sign.
How lovely.
Well,
okay.
I'm glad you like them.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, brilliant.
look, I missed the chart out here.
Another message from...
Go on then.
Oh, another Pat. Oh, same Pat. I bought the Christmas trimmings flower, the rose kit. Can't work out if it's age or linen. Thank you in anticipation. Hang on. So the Christmas trimmings flower and rose...
They're on linen.
Linen. Yeah.
You got them on linen, love.
Perfect. Right. You've got the Hardanger book on your side, haven't you?
I
Let's
have.
just
Shall I
have a
have a
quick
look at
mention
that?
about the Hardanger, because you just mentioned it within that
There we
last
go.
project.
So this is, well, we launched this together.
We did indeed.
And it was a smashing day. They're all signed.
Mm-hmm.
This is published by the Cross Stitch Guild. It's a bit too niche for a general publisher, so they don't want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a story about where Hardanger is. And pictures of this is in a folk museum in Utne, U-T-N-E.
Mm-hmm.
And this was about the origins of Hardanger. And then I'm going to just get through to the front section where we start stitching. The cluster blocks are these boxes.
And they're the foundation of all...
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you have to get right. After that, it all falls into place, not falls apart. So the book is designed specifically for people who've never done Hardanger before. So it shows you, you're not going to be out over here somewhere and you're going to work these straight stitches.
Yeah.
And if you look over here, there's the knot over there and there's the straight stitches. And then the next one, you're going to change direction and go that way. And there's a picture. And this is the shape you're making.
Is it always that shape?
No. It's always vertical or horizontal, not diagonal. Sometimes there are diagonal patterns, but none of the cutting is ever done that way. If I can just turn, there's tips here about running your needle across and checking you're in line, about which I'll explain in a second. That's the back. Going through a tunnel, when you finish off a thread, it means you can't accidentally cut anything. Now, when you've got right to the end like this, we're going to cut the threads. There's a lot
That's the most frightening bit,
That's
isn't
the
it?
bit that scares people. But there's lots of hand-holding going on here.
Yeah.
And that's what you've made.
From that very first cluster
Yes.
block.
So you make that into a little scissor keeper and you put it on your scissors so you can do Hardanger. And these items then can all be made following the instructions in the book.
That's what you kind of aspire to, isn't it?
So this is the
Yep.
first thing you've made while you learnt how to do the stitches. And then it goes through and the charts and everything are there for you to...
There's all sorts of... There's like a sweetie bag.
The sweetie bag's ever
just
so pretty.
pink cushions,
Look
all
at
sorts of
that.
things.
Isn't it nice?
So that's a mixture of Hardanger and your cross stitching.
Yes, you've got some cross-stitch flowers and a strawberry. But
So does the pattern for that come in that book?
Yes.
Okay. So for $9.99, you're not only getting the history and how to do
You're
it.
getting all those instructions and there's the chart for it. And there's some nice, interesting making up. Look. How to do bits and pieces there. How to make twisted cords, reminder.
Yeah, all from this morning, yeah.
Yep, there you are.
Brilliant. It's a lovely book. And Hardanger is such an interesting...
And
because I
addictive.
used to be in Norway a lot, and just to see it in their traditional aprons and their traditional clothes and all that, it's a fantastic thing. And don't be frightened by it. The first time Jane showed it to me and she said, oh, I'm just going to cut here. And I was like, the worst thing you can do on a piece of linen is start cutting it because you think it's all going to unravel.
But
But
it
because
doesn't.
you've done your cluster blocks, it can't go any further.
can't.
All you have to make sure is before you cut anything that you've got them directly
Yes, you've counted
in
them
line
properly.
and symmetrical.
And it
things.
shows you how to do that. So that's all that is, in fact. You know, it makes it look complicated. It's great fun, Hardanger, because people, if you have any lying around at home, and anyone comes and goes, oh, did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so clever. You've got to be able to count to 4.
Yeah, but that's it.
And that's it.
And have some
But
very
I'm-
sharp scissors, like the blue ones in that bundle.
Exactly.
All the ones in the little
Yes, all those.
needle
Absolutely.
kit that we've got
Absolutely.
here. Right. Get the book while you can. That's what it's signed. They're all signed as well. They're all signed. Oh, there's 5 left. It's been very busy all day today.
It has been busy today.
Yeah, has been busy. Right, I don't think I've got that. Oh, yes, I have. Stolen Moments. Right, now we haven't got a copy of this.
No, we
haven't
haven't
got
got
a piece
the
of this
workpiece.
here, have we?
No, so you
So
will have to just
just
talk about it.
Tell me what this is all about then.
So this is a band sampler.
Actually, do you know what? It might be better if you have it, won't you? Because you can explain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
can explain all the bits and
I
bobs
will
on it rather
explain
than
the
me
bits and
sitting here
bobs.
with it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, this one's getting opened as well. It's beautiful. Look though. So it's a band sampler. It's new. Now is it new Sewing Street this time?
It's not new this time.
No,
it's
no,
been on
they should have
before.
changed it. It was when we first launched it. It was new to Sewing Street, but
So let me explain. First of all, let me explain what a band sampler is. Okay, so in the olden days, and I'm saying 1600, 1700,
yeah,
fabric would be woven as wide as this or narrower, and it would be kept, so there would be selvages here in here, and the fabric would be rolled up and kept in a drawer or a bureau, and when usually the woman of the house saw a pattern or design she liked, she'd stitch it on the linen band, the piece that she'd got, and then she'd put it in the drawer, and then next time she saw one, she'd do. And
so they didn't go together. They weren't.
They
They
had
weren't.
nothing
They
to
were
do with
just.
each
They
other.
were just.
bands or often they very valuable, very collectible ones would have quite a few random designs. You know, it might even be an elephant.
Yeah.
No one had seen an elephant. An elephant, and then there'd be a heart, and then there'd be a flower. No scale.
Oh, okay.
Just the stitch. The stitch that might be worked over one thread, in petty point, whatever. And then maybe there'd be some bands. Then there'd be a piece with hem stitch with it cut out, and so on. And then these would be rolled up and kept. And they would be inherited by the oldest daughter of the family, who would continue to add to them. Now, somewhere in the world, there will be a bureau full of band samplers.
Oh.
And if I found it, anyway, they're now fabulously collectible. And I've seen one in the last month for just over £12,000.
Oh.
And it was longer than this, actually, but not a lot longer. A bit longer, probably. So I love them because they've got lots of different stitches on them, lots of patterns. They've got tremendous history and information about the women who stitched them and so on.
Well, I was going to say, because it depends where the lady came from, because if it was a lady of the court,
yes,
she would see things like elephants and things because of the life that she's seen. But then if it was a lady in the countryside, she could see spiders and
Yes,
ducks and things like that.
beetles.
So they're all going to be
Common
completely
beetles.
different. They're just going to see one, or not just in nature, but
No.
if you see, like in court, if one of the ladies was being presented and she had something, she came in from Spain or something like that, she would have patterns on her
and
dress
that's
or whatever.
where the ideas would
Yeah,
come from.
yeah.
And if you were living in the countryside, you'd see, scarab beetles, and sometimes they would be drawn on with pencil.
Oh.
And the first time I saw this was at the Burrell collection in Glasgow, which I think is temporarily closed, but they have a fine collection of 17th century samplers, and that's where they were on the wall. There was no railing, nothing to stop me, and I was there.
Oh.
And there were strawberries worked in queen stitch, which is, we have been known to call it bitch stitch. I didn't say that on television.
No, of course not.
Because it is
It's a technical term. It's fine.
a technical
It's
term.
a technical
It's a
term.
technical term for a stitch that's really difficult to unpick.
Oh, is that why it's called that?
But there were little strawberries stitched in this. It looked as if they had little dimples in, and there were little birds, and some of it was worked over one, some worked over two. But there was a grasshopper that was drawn but not stitched.
Oh,
And
that's
it was
really what on
brilliant.
earth it was.
Well, it really looked amazing.
Oh, no, that but at the time,
yes,
you know, they'll be like,
yes.
what on earth is this?
So that's why I did this.
Right.
It's a long story.
Yeah, no, it's
So
interesting.
this is a.
So basically, you've just nicked everyone else's thoughts.
That's what I've done.
Yeah.
Anything,
You've taken
all the
pretty
nice
ones.
pictures that I like, I've nicked them.
Okay.
And if I get a chance to go to, I mean, I collect books on old samplers. I collect samplers.
Yeah.
Right, let me turn that over so you can see the picture at the same time. So this is one of the designs where I actually teach you to start at the top.
Right.
So you fold this in half and you draw a line down the middle.
Right.
Sorry, tack a line down
Yeah.
the middle. Under and over 2 threads is really helpful. You'll be glad you did it later.
Right.
And then this area here is at the top of the sampler.
So you're getting us to do it the way it would have been done in the olden days.
Yes, because she's starting off at the top.
And she's working her way down.
And she
yeah.
gets to do more complicated things near the bottom when she's
Fine.
got better at it. Not always better at it,
No.
but generally better at it. So there's cross stitch. Now there are hemming stitches on here. All of these instructions are in here. There's our usual instructions.
Yeah.
And then there's detailed pictures, look. Now I love this sampler personally.
Yeah.
And I hadn't got a name for it. And Bill said you'll have to call it Stolen Moments because you've had to steal moments to stitch it.
Yeah.
Because stitching takes longer than designing, obviously. There's a little piece of hardhanger.
Who sent the message in?
Oh, got a message.
Oh yeah, put it across the bottom. Beware, there might be a rude word coming up. Hi Kat, tell Jane it's a bee with an itch. For that stitch.
Stitch. It's a bee with an itch.
Yeah. Thank you, Julie.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
So
everything you need
all
to know
there.
for the whole
All
sampler is all there. Now, what happens if I buy that sampler and I think I don't want that house?
put another one in.
To do it's just
Yes.
literally
Yes.
open to.
And if there's a stitch or, I mean, if you don't want to do the hem stitch on here, put another border on that you like. Make it yours. That's what band samplers were.
Yeah.
I've got some of my chums, my stitchers, who stitch for me. They stitch exactly what I ask them to do.
Yeah.
But if they then stitch it again, it doesn't. They do
Well,
their
no,
own
because
thing.
if you're asking them to test it, then they're doing. That's
Yeah,
what they're doing.
Exactly.
But then they can adapt
Then
it.
they do their own version.
So how wide does the finished thing end up? Because on the picture it looked quite narrow,
Yes,
but that
yeah.
looks quite wide.
Yes, this is only about so big.
Right, hang on, let's have a look.
Can you see that?
Hang on, we're just going to go and have a look at where your hands are.
They're like
There.
that. Only about so big.
Right.
But if you want to make the folded hem, which is the edge round there, there,
Yeah.
that takes 25 threads.
Oh, okay. So
So
that's
you
why
need
you need
the width
extra. Yeah.
to do the folded hem.
Yeah.
And the folded hem is, well, I love doing folded hems. I do, you know, I've got another colleague who basically says if it stands still long enough, it gets hemmed in her house. And you've got to look at the threads, though. Don't they look
Beautiful
lovely?
colours, yeah.
Look at those. Oh, I want to
Done.
sit and stitch that now.
Yeah, well, you can. It's only $26.99. If you leave the cash at the door, that'll be fine. I had a message from Julie saying, morning both, Jane, I've recently discovered Palestrini stitch. Do you think it would be okay to use on your beautiful kits?
Yes. I know it is Palestrina knot. It's a counted knot as opposed to French knots, which are not.
No.
And yes, why not? It's if you like, it's a cross stitch with a knot in the middle. If you have a look out for my stitch book, I don't know if there's any on the website at the moment.
I think they've sold out, haven't they, the stitch book, yeah.
If they, well, when they're back in, there is a Palestrina knot on there. Yes, use any stitch. If you can make it on the fabric, then why wouldn't you use it?
Perfect. Right, let's just have a look at the picture of that finished sampler again. Stolen Moments. Oh, sorry, you're doing something else. Oh, she was looking for the stitch. Go, but I just want you to see it because we haven't got the finished thing in here, and I want you to have a look at it in the reality sort of thing. So there you go. So there it is with all the different. There's a bit of hardhanger in there. There's your initial. There's letters of the alphabet. Look, flowers, fishes.
And if you don't want to do the hem around the edge, just frame it or make it into a bell pull.
Yeah, it's beautiful though, isn't it? Lots and lots of these cross-stitch guild kits are all selling out today, just so you know. Do have a look on the website, see if there's anything there that you like as well. I've got some more bits to show you for today, but I just want you to, if there are other bits that you want, you might think, oh, I love that band sample, I wonder if there are any more on the website. Do go and have a look on the website. You just put in Cross Stitch Guild in the search. Don't go to watch live. Go to the search at the top and put Cross Stitch Guild in there and you'll see. Right, so where am I moving on to now then? Why has this rose come back to my table? Just linen of the rose left. This was what we showed first thing this morning.
It's actually out in the green room. Sorry
We've
about
got a
that
picture,
one.
it's fine.
There you are, you can see it.
Beautiful. But not many, and it's 90. Now that one there that you're seeing there in the picture is sewn on Ada. So the only difference would be that your background is slightly darker, and that'll just show it to you
and
here.
it's on the even weave fabric.
There you go.
And you count over 2. So not difficult, and of course it will be the same size, have the same size frame.
Yes, exactly. There are only single figures of that left, but we just need to show that very quickly. The Ada ones have completely sold out. Completely and utterly sold out. Okay, right, so on my desk, oh no, hang on, we've got a couple of things over there that I haven't got, like a tile thing and things. We'll show you those, we'll show you all those next.
Ooh. Shall I throw them to you?
No,
or?
you can be the glamorous assistant. We're starting with spring, please.
So this is one of our spring tiles. It's a series of 4, obviously, because it's the seasons.
Okay.
And this is something where, I suppose about 5 inches square. A lot of different stitches in there. Deceptive how long it takes to do, because there are different stitches. There is a little hardanger panel.
Yeah, in the top right-hand corner.
In the top right-hand corner. So it's not difficult, but it wouldn't be your first counted project.
Right.
Be your second. Shall we say that?
Yeah.
And it comes with linen. The threads are pre-sorted. There's Oliver Twist. That's the hand-dyed thread for this little section included. There is a gold needle. And obviously there's all the usual full instructions, etc.
The thing is, I just think for $12.99, you're getting all the threads, and the years and years of experience, but the chart and the design, and it's not just, oh, I've drawn a picture, here's, go and do this. All the charts have got to be worked out, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you just flip it over so we see some of the, can we see some of the colours in there? You don't need to open it, just so you can see the colours in there.
Yes, fine. So there's your chart here, with obviously with the stitch diagrams behind. There's the linen. This is the thread that I mentioned, the Oliver Twist, so that you can do the little hardanger section. Okay. And then, as you see, all the threads are pre-sorted.
Do you always use a different thread for hardanger then, or was it just that you chose to have the hand dyed around the
Generally, hardangers worked in the cluster blocks are worked in a thick thread. The filling stitches are worked in a finer thread. Now, I'm just having a look at that. This is actually 2 thicknesses.
Right.
So I've chosen this green. There's a thick and a thin.
Right, so there'll be two
thicknesses,
sections,
2 different weights of thread, if you like.
So the wider one will be for the cluster blocks and the thinner one will be filling in the inside.
Exactly.
Beautiful. That's the Cross Stitch Guild Spring Shades tile. Just flip it back over again for me, gents. We can see the picture. There you go. Lovely. You obviously don't get the frame, but look how exquisite is that. So you've got flowers, you've got a little butterfly in there. Beautiful. So that one there is the spring tile. Which other tile have we got there?
And this one is actually something else, not a season.
Oh, it's not a season, this one?
No, this is one called Antique Stitches.
Right, yeah.
And really what happened here is I was doing little flowers for a class. And we put a hardanger panel in the centre.
Right.
Now, again, if you don't want to do hardanger, obviously you can put something else in the middle. There's flowers on this one, a few little bugs. A lot of people like the little insects that appear in these things.
My friend Gina Weaver, a Cross Stitch Guild member, showed me an exquisite piece of cross stitch and hardanger she has sewn from one of Jane's kits, and I hope to attempt it very soon. This is Audrey, who's just joined the Cross Stitch Guild.
Yes, well done.
Loving the show this morning. My head is buzzing with ideas. Oh,
bless you.
That's nice that you can inspire from your kits and your drawings.
Well, it's lovely, and also when the benefit, if you're a member of the Guild, you get your 5 magazines a year. Now, we had photography on Tuesday for the magazine that's just due, number 137, and we started at 8:30 and finished at 6 o'clock. And it's jam-packed with good stuff. It really is, you know, because I'm obviously working on the designs for these, sort of behind the scenes, and it's lovely when you all get together and everyone was in the garden nicking bits of stuff to put with the flat.
Everyone was thinking they're the art director.
Exactly that. Yeah. There were a lot of art directors lurking.
Oh.
And then this is a little mini band sampler.
Okay, so let's have a look at this one. This is a mini band sampler then. Again on linen.
Yes.
And it's called Colonial Williamsburg Sampler. Now, I don't want this to sound rude. That looks easier.
It is.
Is it?
Yes, it's easier than Stolen Moments.
Yes,
Stolen
that's what I meant. Yes,
yes,
rather
yes,
than. So if you want to do a sampler, maybe jump to this one first.
This one would certainly. There's just stitching. There's no pulling out or cutting.
Right.
So there are more stitches to learn.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of traditional cross stitch, and again, if you don't want to do the hem around the edge, I mean, I like doing it.
Yes.
It's the only time really that I watch television.
And do it.
Yes, because I'm not following a chart. I'm just hemming.
No, you still have to concentrate. I can't even look at my text messages with the telly's on. I can't do that. I just think that because I think I'd feel more confident starting that one, because if you get a stitch wrong, you can unpick it.
Absolutely.
Whereas if you get a hard hanger or any of those cutaway ones wrong...
There is that slight worry always, isn't there?
Yeah.
This was inspired by a visit to Colonial Williamsburg, where we took a party of ladies there for arena travel.
Where is it?
It's in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually a theme park.
Yeah, well, it looks like it. I can see
other.
the rides and everything.
It is the most extraordinary place. You go through the turnstile and you're back on English soil. So it's before the independence.
Yeah.
And sometime during the morning, the governor's house is stormed by yokels with pitchforks.
Oh, okay.
But we were staying at the Williamsburg Inn as part of the holiday, where we had chauffeur-driven vehicles to take us round. Quite extraordinary. But the draper's shop, all the ladies were in them.
Oh, wow.
And they were hand stitching everything. And there were people of colour as slaves in the tobacco plantations. Yeah. And there were, I mean, it was just the most extraordinary.
So it's like an experience.
Yes,
then.
exactly like an experience. It looks like the places are tiny, but actually when you get in, they go back a long way,
of
if
course,
that makes sense, the shops and things.
Yeah.
But the group, we'd said to the group, please don't have a collection as a present. You know, the present is coming with you.
Yeah.
We really don't want. And one of them said, you and Bill must go out for a meal on your own one night. So we went to the inn.
Oh, wow.
And it was absolutely amazing. There was a lady with very large bosoms. And one of those wonderful pulley-uppy things with the frills round. Yeah. And Bill asked for a mint julep because he'd heard about it on, I think it was a Ray Charles song.
Okay.
And he's sort of sipping this. And she says, no, that's not what, in a southern accent.
Yeah.
And she got in there and she stirred it around all the... And her bosoms were... It was just so funny. And
everyone was loving it.
He was.
Yeah.
Everybody was just laughing and there were tankards. And it was like you were transported back.
Oh, how brilliant.
Really, most extraordinary experience. Anyway, as well as living the life of Riley, we spent time in the museum, the DeWitt and Wallace Museum. And they opened the drawers to show us the samplers, the band samplers and things done by... Well, obviously the British and later American women.
Yeah.
Yes. So
how brilliant! And that's taken from there. Then.
And all that was sort of images and motifs and things that I saw on things there. Yes. So.
Perfect.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all
lovely.
Good.
Right. So now I've got a couple more things here to show you. What were you trying to tell me then, Kat? You were trying to tell me something. I couldn't hear you. Oh, message from Veronica. Hi, John and Jane. My late sister-in-law was from the Isle of Man. No, Eom in Norway, and her hard hanger work and all her stitching was absolutely beautiful. Very talented girl. I don't know what that place is. It Iom or Lom? I don't know.
Don't know it. No.
Is it Lom? I don't know. I've not been to that part of Norway.
Lovely country, and the stitching is amazing.
Oh no, and the traditions. I love all the old traditions. Right. Let me just do recap on these then. So which one do you want to do first, Kat? Yep, so in here, you do get your Victorian holly wreath and you do get your Victorian tree bauble. You get both of them for $9.99. Yeah. Jane is modelling them beautifully now. Oh, the camera's just coming round, Jane.
There we go.
Okay, the cross-stitch needle and scissor set are sold out. Oh, hang on. Jane, could you just hold those back up again? Sorry. There you go, perfect. So this kit I'm talking about now, $9.99, you get both of those in it.
They look lovely hanging on the tree.
Yeah.
These are full of polyester wadding, but you could fill them with dry rice, raw rice, if you want them to be a bit heavier, so they stay put.
Could you put lavender in them?
Yes, lavender or
cinnamon
wheat meal. Yes, scented stuff. Absolutely.
Well, Alistair, our friend Alistair, has like walnut shells that are scented with all different things.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, smashing.
So that's that Christmas trimmings, and then I've got this one, which is CXYW02. This one's got your Christmas tree watt bow and your Christmas holly watt bow. Now this one has beads in it, so you can decorate your Christmas tree. Again, $9.99. Aren't they? Don't they look lovely? There they are. Elliot said, they would look lovely on a tree. And Kat said, don't you dare put them on our cheap old tree in here, Elliot. Right, now these, I've only got 5 left of this one. This is your Christmas rose and your Christmas flower watt bows. There's only 5 left of these. $9.99. Oh, look. Oh, 4 now. 4 now. Aren't they lovely? You can put the beads wherever you want to put the beads, like either in the tassel or on the flowers or anything.
Yes, absolutely. And obviously you can make your cord as long as you've got threads for.
Yes.
I mean, it's whatever, really.
Yeah. Perfect. Lovely. Well, the thing is, I don't know if there's anything else I can recap. Everything seems to have sold. Needles. The needles on their own here. Needles on their own here. Camera 2's facing towards Jane. It's got to spin round yet.
I'm here.
There it comes. So this needle set here, brilliant gift, $15.99. The other needle packet, as with the scissors, sold out completely. So this one here, you get your variety of needles. They're all listed there. Now there's just one that's sharp, isn't that right? One beading needle, one embroidery needle, one size 22, one curved needle, and then 2 24s, 2 26s, and 2 28s. Oops, sorry.
There you are.
Oh, Lynn, what? Let's have a look quickly. Hi, today's my sad anniversary. Me watching you today has made it much better. Oh, Lynn and Kendall, we send you lots of love. Send lots of love.
Oh, Lynn, sorry, old thing.
You know what I mean? It's you know.
I know.
But we're here. We're here. We'll try and cheer you up, make your day. We all have sad days to get through.
Don't we?
$15.99 these. So now, Kat, what do you want me to do?
I could
got to go to Yarn Lane. I forgot. Shh, got to go to Yarn Lane. It's me waffling away. Shush, Jane.
Shush.
Been lovely to see you.
And you, love.
Don't forget your glasses.
Oh, what
Don't
this
forget
time?
your sat-nav.
Or your
Don't
phone.
forget your samples. And your basket. Anyway, do you know when you're in next?
No, I'm about to go and find out.
Well, it's nobody, no one's in. You have to
No,
just write it on the blackboard. Jane will be back. Anyway, that's Jane, everybody. Thank you very much indeed.
See you soon.
Now, the other thing I've got to remind you about very quickly is the Advent calendar, which is the early bird. There's literally a handful left now. Literally a handful. Here's the menu for Sewing Street for tomorrow. Christmas table topper quilt with Emma Bradford. Lynette Anderson Peace and Joy fabric. Now, there's more than that in that hour because I've already unpacked that hour. Glamour quilt, and another table runner with Emma Bradford. And then at 11 o'clock, So With Beth is in. She's also doing the table runner. And then at Yarn Lane tomorrow, we've got Christmas jumpers. Now, if you go onto the social media, is it Yarn Lane social media? You'll see pictures of me, Rebecca Reed, Amy, and Rory. Ryan, wearing the jumpers there. He doesn't like it when I get his name wrong. Anyway, that's tomorrow. But don't go anywhere because we've got another hour on Sewing Street. So, no, on Yarn Lane. Oh, back, Jane's waving. Jane's going. Jane's leaving the building, everybody. She's leaving the building. We are doing Knitted Critters Christmas edition with Claire Booker coming up straight after this break.